Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Happy Monday. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
I don't know who would.
I don't know who would either. That's Rob Thompson. I'm AJ Hoffman. They're on the other side of the glass, the torta smasher himself.
Right.
Good morning, Victor Brown. Good morning.
By his account, he was smashing steaks.
Oh, what?
Smashing some beef.
I ate two.
2 steaks? Oh,
Steaks are
my.
better than one.
Were they well done?
No.
They done well.
Yeah, they were very done well.
Okay. Did you get them at home?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't like to leave the house.
I cooked them on the hex clad, and they came out.
Oh, pan
perfect.
fried.
Oh, it was good. I love
Good
it.
for you.
I did Greek chicken last night.
Greek chicken?
You know, you soak it in yogurt, that yogurt tzatziki stuff all day. And then,
Okay.
Really?
Well, my wife made
more pepper.
salmon with like a spinach artichoke.
So you had
topping.
kind of like what I had. It was a wonderfully light dish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Love that spinach.
I kind of like fat and grease and stuff on Sunday.
Man,
So-
I on Saturday experienced one of the finer dining experiences I think in San Antonio that you can have.
Yeah, well, from what I've been told, the very best, or at least in
Yeah.
the top 3.
I went to a fantastic little restaurant called Clementine's. It's like I don't even know what I would describe it as. I don't like. We had 6 courses, and it ended up being 7 courses because they spoiled us.
Oh.
What's it called again?
Clementine's, but I don't know. Like if you said what kind of restaurant is it, I would say I don't know. It's good.
They define themselves probably as continental.
Good food. But like they started with
Globally inspired.
yeah. It was. I mean, it's a little bit of everything, man. They started with like a jicama salad with
Jicama?
crab meat,
Jicama.
and then they had like a tuna tartare that had figs and watermelon. Oh, it was so stupid good. And then spicy green beans.
You made Vic laugh.
They had some.
What was it that you didn't want?
They had some pumpkin pasta with lamb in it, and then steak was the main course.
The watermelon out of nowhere.
Well, dude, yeah, I mean, God forbid you try something new, Victor. You think
Oh,
I've
there
ever
it is.
had it with watermelon? I hadn't.
What was
but
it
it was
called? The flame tart? Is that what you had?
no, it's not. Everything I ate was off menu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they call it feed me. Like you just go in and it's like you pay per person, and they just bring out whatever the chef is feeling that day.
Oh, wow.
And it was very good.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
very, very good.
Well
So,
regarded place.
highly recommended. And it was. I mean, it wasn't like I got a reservation 24 hours beforehand, so it wasn't like crazy. I appreciate that. Like in Vegas, this place in Vegas would have cost $300 a plate.
Oh, I was going to say.
Like it would have been and also I wouldn't have been able to get a reservation at this place for like 3 weeks. So it's nice that there's good restaurants in San Antonio. You can just get a reservation the night before and show up, have yourself a good meal, and not spend $1,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very, very highly recommended. So
The chef's a beard finalist, well regarded.
well,
He's
what a guy.
He's out of New Orleans, so he's got a little
Oh.
bit of that Creole chef in him.
Well, what a guy. That's what I ate, Vic. The feed me option.
Tater
That right
tots.
there.
Did you get tater tots?
No tater tots.
No?
No,
Not even
tater
fancied
tots.
up tater tots.
No, there was my favorite restaurant in Houston that actually just closed since I like in the last 3 months was called Riel, and the guy that the chef there was a guy named Ryan Lashane, and he's Canadian, and he's got ties in Eastern Europe, so he does pierogies and stuff like that. But he's like, he always says, I'm a little bit classy, but also a little trashy. So when you order bone marrow, he'll come out and do a shot of old granddad through the bone marrow with you.
Ooh.
And his famous dish are they're tater tots, but with creme and caviar on top.
See?
And it's like,
Class up a tater tot, you know what you're doing.
oh my.
You
Nice.
class that up.
That was my favorite thing to eat there. All right. Enough about the food.
Okay.
None of us had. I guess we should have just had chicken wings and beer yesterday. It was football
That's what I'm
Sunday.
saying. So I had a deliciously light dinner, but nothing.
What'd you eat for lunch?
What did what I do every Sunday? I go and get a thing of the HEB poppers and a thing of their queso, and just kind of snack on it all day, and then
All day long. Huh?
eat a meal about 6.
The poppers, like you're talking about jalapeno poppers?
Yeah,
What do you do? Dip them in the queso?
no. It's just one goes in, comes out, and we'll have the poppers, and then
Oh, okay. So you
we'll
eat
have the
appetizers
well,
all day.
Yeah, basically just kind of nosh.
I
But
thought
I
you were-
get up on Sundays. Sundays is my breakfast day, so I get up on Sundays and cook
What-
for about 18.
What time's breakfast?
10.
Okay. What's in the middle of the game when they've got London games? You just fight through it?
Oh, yeah.
No, the game's on.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's when I'm going to eat breakfast.
Gotcha.
So I'm not going to get up early just because they're playing in London.
Yeah,
I'm not-
when
not-
it's an
I'm
early
not a
game,
lunatic.
my wife just brings me some coffee.
No, I
And
mean,
it's like, do you want a Pop-Tart or
I
something?
missed like the first 14 points of that game yesterday. I don't feel like I missed anything, but no, I'd forgotten. But 10 o'clock, get up and yesterday was French toast, and
Oh, that sounds better than a cold Pop-Tart.
it
I
is.
guess. Yeah,
It is.
yeah, sounds good. All right, we got a lot of NFL to discuss. We've got a lot of college football to discuss. Rob's fighting Aggies.
Victory Polo
so-
Monday. Our friend R.J. Ochoa from Blogging the Boys began this tradition some time ago.
Oh, did he?
Victory Polo Mondays.
Oh, well,
And I'm
I guess I've
properly attired.
I got to get a
Well,
I got to get a
Buffalo
Bills
didn't win.
polo. Yeah, they didn't win, but they
So-
didn't lose.
No, well, yeah, you need to have the Victory
You know,
Polo.
maybe that's the move. College football, though, Rob's fighting Aggies survive in advance.
Numero tres. Not since 95 have we seen.
How about that? The
Can
number
nearly
3
see
team
the
in the
peak
country.
of the mountain. We've gotten through the clouds. We're past the tree line, through the clouds.
We're
We're better than Indiana, but Alabama's better than us. So I think we're rightfully probably third.
Are we scheduled to talk to Coach Jeff Traylor today?
No, he's going to take the day because I think UNT's still scoring. I think he's still playing some defense.
Is he really taking the day?
He won't be here today, no.
Oh, did get that
But
message.
we got that message on Friday.
Okay,
He'd
so we knew
already
in
canceled.
advance.
This was not because we knew on
Oh
Friday.
my!
But what an ass whooping, man!
Oof.
That was one you come home and you kind of got to look in the mirror and go, how are we going to finish this season? Because it's going to go one of two ways.
Oh, and it's I say it's funny because it's not funny what happens. It's not funny, but
It came from every direction, man.
they immediately went down and scored first drive of the game. I said, "Oh man, UTSA is going to put it on
Yeah,
these
that
boys."
looked crisp. Those first 7 that they worked out in practice on Thursday, that worked well.
Yeah.
It was the next 50 that didn't work out so much.
That was the end of the good things that happened. Owen McCown, I want to say, had like 85 passing yards.
He looked befuddled.
Yeah. Rough day.
Yeah.
Rough day. And the defense.
Yeah,
the
you don't give
defense,
up
that's their
55
own
and
thing.
high-five each other.
No. Pretty ugly day for the Road Runners. So they're licking some wounds today. So
Is Texas licking wounds? It's a
Oh,
W.
Oh,
You can hang the W.
Texas football is terrible. That was
I've never seen a win feel so much like a
oh
loss.
my god because they got dominated for the most part.
Really
Like,
did, man.
they're lucky to survive that game. Lucky to survive it. So yeah, it was a sad week for collegiate Texas football.
Well, not all of us.
Even the ones who won, it's like skinny your ass wins. Like
Hey, I'll take W's, baby. I
Yeah.
think Texas would feel the same way. Take
No.
the W and carry on, man.
No,
we won't
no,
look
no,
back
no,
on
no.
anything other than in the distant future. You
No.
look back and see a W and go, "Wow, Kentucky must have played a hell of a game."
The difference is for A&M, A&M's been winning every game, so you're gonna win close games. If you're gonna win a bunch of games, you're gonna have to win some close ones. Texas, it feels like every week it's a fight to
I
even be
agree.
competitive. It
And
just
this is a team that I think coach needs to look at himself in the mirror. Certainly, that offensive line needs to look at themselves in the mirror. And at some point, this defense is going to start getting mad because they're doing the lion's share of the work here.
and Texas State. Hey, listen, Bobcat fan, you better pray to God that this Pac-12 is as much of a joke as I've been saying it is, because right now you play in the crummy-ass Sun Belt.
Well, I got some bad news for
and
them.
you are getting your ass kicked every week. You're 0-3 in the Sun Belt. That's Georgia State behavior.
And as bad as it is, I still think they're going to lose their coach.
I think it's
You know
crazy,
what I mean?
right?
It's bad. I think it's going to get
Who's
worse.
coming to steal a losing head coach? But I think he might be
seeing his
stolen.
name on everybody's list. So I think somebody, or at the very least, you might have to pay him some more after getting his ass kicked.
And now, coming up next, you get James Madison rolling into town, who just put up, if I'm not mistaken, just put up like I want to say 63.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on the
Old
Daily
Dominion.
Lines, but this is going to be a big number coming up.
Yeah, Texas State's in trouble. You guys be glad you got that money for this Pac-12 thing.
The Conference of Champions.
Boy, from a football standpoint, Texas State ain't ready. We thought they were. They ain't ready. So, again, some good, some bad in the state of Texas for football. We'll start with some of the good. We'll start with the Dallas Cowboys on the other side. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we do have a trouble spot on the west side on Loop 410 Frontage Road. Northbound at Ingram accident, left turn only lane closed. Still have closures due to road work. 410 eastbound Interchange Parkway over to 35. 1604 eastbound Lookout to 35. And westbound 1604 between Northwest Military Highway over to Lock Hill Selma. All these closures due to road work. Hopefully they'll be picking up these construction cones soon. They did pick up the road work 35 southbound Olympia Parkway to 1604. So traffic now flowing freely. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends November 1st. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
Smoky Mo's Texas Barbecue is the best neighborhood barbecue in San Antonio. With smoked in-house meats, home-style sides, and specials like pork belly burnt ends, and our famous fully loaded chopped baker, the Texas barbecue you love is at Smoky Mo's. Order a Smoky Mo's tailgate pack or create your own. Choose your meats like brisket, turkey, or sausage, and sides kicked up a notch like roasted green corn and bacon cheddar potatoes. Smoky Mo's with 8 convenient locations. Orders for pickup or delivery at SmokyMo'sBarbecue.com.
Guys, we're in the thick of football season, and you know what that means. Underdog, the best place to get in on the action. Playing Underdog so easy. You just pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats. Rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, more. You get it right, you could win up to 5,000 times your money. This week on Underdog, I'm going back to Old Reliable. My good friend Dakota Prescott keeps on putting up yards. I'm going higher on that. And if we're going with Dak, we might as well pair him up. Let's do CD higher on receptions as well. Double dip with those Dallas Cowboys. Keep the profits rolling. So simple to play. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code ALAMO, ALAMO, to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Last year, we bought over 54,000 cars from your friends and neighbors. Why did they sell us their cars? Because we pay more at GiveMeTheVin.com. And why do we pay more? Because you and I both know that your car is worth more than others will offer you. And your time is worth more, too. I'm John Clay Wolf, and I created GiveMeTheVin.com. Sell me your car faster and hassle-free because you're worth more.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Stacy, are you wearing yoga pants to go shopping?
Oh, we're not going out shopping. We're staying in with JTV.
I love jewelry television. Their pearls, their lab-grown diamond jewelry.
Oh, hello. What about their Italian gold and moissanite fire?
Okay, but what about the guys on my holiday list?
Relax. JTV has gifts galore, even for men, like watches and sunglasses.
Watch JTV live and on streaming or shop JTV.com for amazing holiday deals.
Ready to shop?
Yes, but can I borrow a pair of sweats?
Guys, it's October, and that means it's time for Oktoberfest, which means in Texas, it's time for Karboktoberfest. That's right, it's an authentic Bavarian-style Marzen mashed with Vienna and Munich malts, cold fermented, and then aged for 6 weeks. This glass of malty deliciousness comes in at right around 5.5% ABV, features traditional hops imported straight from Germany to the Karbach Brewery there in Houston, Texas. Karboktoberfest pairs well with pretzels, bratwurst, but it tastes mighty fine on its own as well. Karboktoberfest, a Texas cheers to beers. It's here for a good time, not for a long time. You'll be able to find it all around town here in San Antonio, as well as their other fine offerings. We've got Love Street, that's their Kolsch Style Blonde, Hopadillo, their flagship IPA, Crawford Bach, Ziegenbach. There's something for everyone in their lineup. Find it all over town, all the stores, but also at select bars and accounts as well. When you're out and about, you're doing your thing, it's always better with a Karbach.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Good morning, everybody.
What?
What?
Oh, I'm stuffed. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Morning Huddle 94.1.
Thanks for the Bob this morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Really hit the spot.
Broke my diet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I had the apple, so I did the healthy thing, and then I had the Bob. It's like how you eat, Vic, with you have to space your proteins.
Yep.
So I had the apple first.
Did you eat the?
I lost calories, and then I ate the Bob, and
I ate the Bob first.
You ate the whole thing?
Yeah. Oh, I swallowed. I did the John Belushi.
But you ate the bun top and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's why he's vibrating in there
Vic's
right now.
going to be like this.
He can't see you.
Yeah. I don't know where their buttons
He's driving home with his arm out the window to make sure he doesn't get close to the other lane.
That's why he's got those feelers, those Houston feelers.
Oh, yeah.
Swangers. Oh, that's expensive feelers. All right. The Dallas Cowboys, Vaquero de Dallas. What a win yesterday for the boys.
Best offense in football?
It's hard to argue. I mean, the Rams, I guess, would be in the conversation.
I think there's several that could.
The
Rams,
contenders. Without their best player yesterday, put up 35.
Best offense on North American soil.
It had to be. It had to be. Very impressive performance by the Cowboys. Complete performance. Ran the ball well, threw the ball well. CeeDee Lamb clearly healthy.
Couple of 3 sacks.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, I was going to say the defense better than they've been.
They're still giving
most
up chunks.
Yeah, but
at least they got to the quarter. They did what we said they need to be. Just good enough, man.
Yep. And the other thing, I know everybody's been saying, they got to play more man. They got to play more man. Well, I don't want them to play man if they're going to get roasted.
Yeah.
But when a team is without their top 3 wide receivers, sure is a lot easier to play man.
Hold them to 28. That's all we ask. And he did 22.
It gave them some options. So, credit where it's due. Cowboys came through in probably their most dominant
by far
performance of the season.
Easily.
I know that Jets game was nice, but that was the Jets.
Yeah, that.
This
one was against a team that Dak has never lost to when he played.
Yep.
And has consistently been successful regardless of coach. And the offense rolled out, and he acted like, I own you. And from the get-go, this offense clicked. It looked good from the very beginning. The offensive line, good holes. It helps that Javonte might be one of the more violent runners in the NFL right now. So I wonder what his pro football grade is, or at least the numbers are yards after contact.
Yeah.
Because
he's a bull, man.
Yeah, he gets contacted more than a lot of backs, but he breaks that first one. Just a ridiculously fun football game. Just one of those games that Cowboy fan, I think, needed.
And the question now becomes, can they keep it up? Can they put together back-to-back good performances?
Some of the, I watched a lot of the stuff going into it from all the Cowboy, blogosphere and all that, and there was a lot of concern about Eberflus's deep backside coverage, that he was putting his safeties in really difficult situations. Like, Donovan Wilson is a hard-hitting run support safety that's been put in a lot of deep cover issues and getting beat deep, and were they going to be able to cover for that? And they did okay, but more importantly, they got to the quarterback, and Clowney got a sack, and I wonder what kind of difference he's going to make, because obviously in his first game of full activity, he made a difference. Now, at least the defense looked like somebody made a difference, and he got a sack in there. So that might be the just enough part of the just enough formula to kind of hold on for a minute. But on the other side, AJ, we got to be real here about Jaden Daniels. He isn't very good.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't have I will give him the electricity part of being a quarterback, because we saw the difference between him and Mariota. But I will say this. It's not so much about decision-making. He's not very accurate. I mean, he dirted balls. He overthrew balls. He led guys too far. It wasn't decision-making. He found the receivers. He found a lot of receivers that were open, but he didn't deliver. And he's fun to watch, and he can get around a corner, and you have to take it. He was effective moving the ball, but it wasn't because of his arm.
He looks like a second-year quarterback.
But the thing that worries me, AJ, it's not the decision-making. He saw the receivers. Yeah. He saw the guys open. He couldn't get them the ball.
Well, before we start throwing dirt on the guy, this was exactly.
Well, he had no. I know he didn't have a lot, but the thing is, his receivers were open. They were breaking, I assume, correctly. Now, we do have some guys that might not have been in the right spot, and maybe we'll give 2 or 3 of those to that. The receivers didn't know what they were doing. But there were other occasions where he saw a receiver, threw to receiver, and the ball was a yard in the dirt, or the ball was behind him and high. I mean, it was that kind of delivery thing that you go, well, that's not quickly fixable. This isn't about decision making. This isn't about holding the ball too long. This isn't about not checking to your third. No, you did all that right. You just weren't professional enough to deliver the ball in the window that was required.
So 2 things. One, Lamar Jackson was in the same boat early in his career. So times change.
But the thing is, Lamar didn't do it his rookie year. And Jaden did. Jaden did deliver the ball last year. He was accurate out of the pocket and did all those things. Last night, that was not him.
Well, remember, new coaching staff, those things make a difference.
That's
but
scary.
Also, Jaden is a guy who is going to thrive in a neutral or positive game script.
Right now, he has to.
When it's like, hey, you've got to throw, he's not going to be very good.
No, it was not effective.
He's not going to be a come from behind guy.
Down in my card. I was surprised. I'm willing to give the second year slump benefit. I know there's film on you now. I know that you need to improve at a rate
the league
faster
adjusts.
Than the film tells you. You have to be faster than the film as far as your improvement. And not a lot of guys can do that. So I'm willing to give you the sophomore slump knowing that you're improving even though your team might not be. He doesn't look as good. I mean, just watching him play, he's not as good. The delivery's not there. And again, I will give him every bit of credit and certainly withhold complete judgment, knowing full well his top 2 receivers weren't on the field.
Top 3.
Top 3. So I give him all that. But when he did have guys open, when he could have made a play, he didn't.
Yeah. Dak Prescott went from 45-1 to be the MVP to 30-1.
Let me tell you, what gets me is we all saw it as Cowboy fan how dialed in he is. But now when you turn on the Nationals, when you turn on ESPN, and you turn on Fox, and you turn on the fantasy shows, now they're talking about it. And when Brady could not have been more complimentary to Dak Prescott yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, from beginning to end, he praised him in ways that Dak is rarely praised as. You know, he called him, what did he call him? The prototypical quarterback just performing surgery on the D. That's Dak Prescott? I mean, that's really, and that was from Brady. So he's winning over the pundits. It's going to, if the offense continues to show, now winning is going to play a role in this. You can't be an MVP on a bad team, but if the offense continues to do this, the odds are going to get better. I'd put it in now. I mean, at 30-1, there's some good money there.
I actually placed a bet yesterday on the MVP. The only futures bet I have on the MVP is at 15-1. Matt Stafford. I thought Matt Stafford was phenomenal yesterday.
What, 5?
And then 5 touchdowns. And then if you look at his schedule, so the Rams are already 5-2. Saints, Niners, Seahawks. I mean, you got to play your division games. Bucks, Panthers, Cardinals, Lions, Seahawks, Falcons, Cardinals. There's a lot of wins in there for the Rams. Like, he's going to be quarterbacking at probably a 11-12 win team, and either the best or the second best offense in football. There's going to be a lot of people who say,
I think
damn,
right now he's the leader.
And he's never won one. So people are going to go, okay.
You just hope he stays healthy. That's the only thing.
But you know
like,
what?
whoa.
Everybody said coming into the season, dude had a broken back.
I agree. So I keep waiting. I mean, he had a spinal.
Yeah,
he had spinal.
No big deal.
Just 10 days prior to the beginning of the season. No, I think everybody was legitimately worried. I certainly was. Completely wrong.
The current favorite, and I mean, we'll talk about him later as well. Patrick Mahomes plus 150. Pretty good day for him yesterday too. Although
I think
there wasn't a whole lot of resistance.
I think we could have quarterbacked that team to a victory.
Yeah. Max Crosby was like, my knee and my back hurt.
I'm out.
I'm done.
As a Mambo King and a Bowers owner.
Thanks,
sir.
I'm good.
I'll tell you what. Yesterday was one of those days on Red Zone where you go, did the Raiders play?
They did.
Did the Raiders play a game yesterday? Because I never saw them.
Their offense didn't play.
So when you watch Red Zone, it's like you don't exist.
Yeah, he was. What a waste of a game that was. All right, let's. We'll keep talking NFL. We'll keep talking Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we do have a trouble spot on the west side on Loop 410 Frontage Road. Northbound at Ingram accident, left turn only lane closed. Still have closures due to road work. 410 eastbound Interchange Parkway over to 35. 1604 eastbound Lookout to 35 and westbound 1604 between Northwest Military Highway over to Lock Hill Selma. All these closures due to road work. Hopefully they'll be picking up these construction cones soon. They did pick up the road work 35 southbound Olympia Parkway to 1604. So traffic now flowing freely. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
the perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
Joel, don't you just love Halloween?
It's okay, but I do like your troll costume.
I'm not wearing a costume.
Folks, if your home's AC starts making those witching sounds or the pipes in your wall start moaning and clanging like ghosts having a party, call Quarter Moon at 651-5899 and we'll send our team of highly trained
Ghostbusters!
I was gonna say technicians.
I ain't afraid of no clogs.
Quarter Moon Plumbing and AC, 651-5899. License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Boo! I'm your old cheap water softener. Trick or treat, I got news for you. I'm not working again. Some days I just don't feel like it.
Just imagine what the inside of your home's pipes look like with all that hard water. Now that's scary.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I'm Jason at Connecticut Quality Water Softeners of San Antonio and the Hill Country. Don't let your old sporadic water softener ruin your house. Get a Connecticut. A Connecticut system can actually lengthen the life of your appliances, protect your pipes from buildup, and gives you soft skin and silky smooth hair.
Oh, don't listen to him. Stick with me, your old junky water softener. I'm lazy, but cute.
There's a reason Dave Ramsey says a Connecticut is the last water softener you ever own. Call us at 210-656-PURE, and right now we'll give you a free reverse osmosis drinking station right at your kitchen sink.
Ooh, I'm tired. I need to take another break.
ConnecticutSA.com. Your fantasy roster is set. The smack talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I need to play The Day the Music Died as
yeah. Vic, I don't know how.
I'll make it quick.
All right. Good luck.
Well, we got till 41. I'll be back.
Okay, yeah.
Can you do this in 8 minutes?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate being on a time crunch.
Well, I know it, but this is the life you chose.
The curse of a radio professional.
All right, let's take a look around the rest of the league. Rob and I were talking during the break. There's some bad quarterback play in the NFL right now.
It was as bad a weekend for bad quarterbacks as there's been all season. We saw some horrific play.
Geno Smith stinks. Geno Smith.
Okay, yeah. I had forgotten about how bad that team was.
Geno Smith, here's his stat line. 10 of 16, 67 yards.
Oh.
His QBR, 7.9.
So,
and you say, oh, well, maybe Geno did something with his legs.
No.
2 carries for 1 yard.
Like I said, if you watched the red zone yesterday, it's as if the Raiders didn't play. All you saw was Raiders defense at the 4.
The total yardage for the Las Vegas Raiders, 95 yards.
They're the worst team
in the football game.
They were the worst team in football yesterday.
Well, yesterday. I don't know.
I mean, you don't get blanked 31-0. I know they're on the road, and I know they didn't have their tight end, and they had this and that. You don't look like that.
95 yards.
That's the worst team in football. They are the bottom. They're 32. There's nobody worse than them, and there's some bad football teams out there.
I still think we're going to come to worse.
At least New Orleans can score some points.
Yeah, New Orleans isn't the worst, but the Jets are. I mean,
I guess the Jets are in their own particular category.
And you know who's catching them quickly?
The worst team other than the Jets.
The Dolphins are quickly catching up with them.
Yeah, well, at least a week and a half ago, at least they're trying hard. Yesterday, I know the weather was awful. Why don't you hand the ball to A-Chain?
My God.
What the hell's going? Did he make you mad, Coach? Did he say something about your girlfriend? Like, Help your quarterback out.
Well, remember I put together an underdog lineup. I knew. I
won a 7-turn Prize Picks because of that. Everything I had was under on quarterback, over on running back, but one. Thank goodness for Prize Picks Flex Play because A-Chain didn't get the ball.
Yeah,
I think it was 12
carries for him. Yeah,
and he didn't get that. But I played the flex and took home $172.75.
Good for you. Rams in London dominate the Jags 35-7. The Jags get a pity touchdown at the end. They were completely outmatched.
What is it that takes a good team to better? What is that secret sauce? What happened Jacksonville, we know is a good team. We know they're a good team. I've seen them play good football. What is it in that secret sauce? Like teams like Atlanta and Jacksonville that can't come through, and a team like the Colts can. I wonder what that secret or whatever that little extra something of it, because those three teams had momentum, and only one still does.
Well, I can tell you the best way to kill momentum. Watching that, you said you didn't watch much of that Jacksonville game. They had 13 penalties in that game.
Well, that's self-inflicted.
120 yards. It was
stupid football. Okay,
you can't win if you're doing that.
And that's the separator from average to good. Is it get out of your own way?
Yeah. The Rams. I think the Rams are legit. I really do. And they did that without their best player on the field.
No, they're solid.
And they're going into a bye week. They're about to get healthy.
Feels very New Englandy, very Tom Brady-esque. He's so good. Stafford right now is the best ball deliverer in the NFL right now.
The Chicago Bears have won 4 games in a row. 26-14 win over the Saints.
Okay, so who have they beaten? We talked about it in the break. Do we need to kind of start talking about them yet? And in my mind, I think, no.
Cowboys, Raiders, Commanders, Saints.
See? And now I've seen the Commanders. I'm not impressed with that win at all.
They're 2 losses, a close loss at home, week 1 to the Vikings. That at the time we were like, oh, it's good. That's not a bad loss.
But it's still not a bad.
And then they got blown out in Detroit.
So I'm still kind of. Are they Texas Tech? Are they? We just waiting for the a team that's a little inspired to beat them?
Well, their next game's at Baltimore. So depending on what Lamar does, that would be a chance. And then Cincinnati. Giants. There's winnable games on their schedule coming up.
So you better do something.
Yeah. I still don't believe in them.
I don't either.
But I'm slow to come around on Caleb Williams apparently. The Browns 31, the Dolphins 6.
Can we be honest and say I feel kind of good for the Browns today? What I mean? I kind of felt good that they went out and got themselves a win in that monsoon.
They're built for that kind of game. Like if you told me it was going to be an all running, all defense game, of course the Browns were going to win. Mike McDaniel's fired. He's got. I'm expecting at some point today he's going to be fired. If he's not, it's almost malpractice. I kind of feel bad for him because he married himself to Tua, and Tua stinks. Tua's not good at football, and but also I tweeted this yesterday. Mike McDaniel kept putting the ball in Tua's hands and letting him take sacks and throw dirt balls instead of he had a running back who was averaging 10 yards a carry. And was like, nah, I'm going to keep rolling with this.
It's like he was trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're trying to do. First of all, the weather's terrible, so you have an excuse. And secondly, what else are you doing? And thirdly, why do you look like you're about to be an extra in a Miami Vice remake?
I can't explain that.
Those gold shades and hood look like you're dealing on the side. It's a very interesting look by a guy who his team is disinterested. They know that the end is nigh. There's no hope.
No,
you can tell there's no hope.
The Tennessee Titans
speaking of
fall to the Patriots 31-13. The Patriots are 5-2. They are 4-0 on the road. This is a pretty good team. Drake May is the real deal. There's no doubt in my mind Drake May is really, really good. And at least as of today, Cam Ward sucks.
Yeah. I'm going to forgive him.
This is one of those, I get it. They didn't really have any options once Will Levis got hurt.
Yeah.
But Cam Ward was clearly a guy who was not ready to be thrown into the fire. And he's not good. He doesn't see anything. Like he's
I mean, he's under massive duress. It's not like he has plenty of time to scout the defense and stand there and deliver the ball. He's running for his life, and he doesn't know where he's running
They
to.
can't run the ball.
Yeah, so I'm a forgiven, but here's the problem that we see over and over and over. You dig a hole so deep from these guys that it takes a year and a half minimum just to get them mentally right again.
Yeah.
Sometimes just bench him. Just, it happened to Bryce, and I'd start pointing to Bryce because once he took the benching last year and took and came back, he's been a different player ever since.
Yeah.
And now Carolina is in the conversation of, well, here we go. It's nice to have a bunch of draft picks, and they're starting to do it, and they weathered the storm. Just sit. That interception last night, the one that the pick six when the big lineman to start the game right there, which I didn't watch the game, so I'm only watching Red Zone. That was such a disheartening kind of embarrassing play on the quarterback. That was the equivalent of a rookie getting dunked on, by just getting on a poster where you lost him. His brain's gone. From that moment on, you lost your quarterback. There was no getting over that.
And of all the crapping on Jerry Jones' decision making that I do, boy, what a good call to let Tony Pollard walk away. He stinks too.
He's a front running back. He needs 3 yards in a gap to pick things up, and he might make a tackle miss. He's a backup running back. That's what he is.
Yep. What a crap team these Titans are. And New England made them look like crap.
So Panthers, Colts, Patriots.
Colts.
Is there? No, I'm not saying these are most pleasant surprise teams because I'd like to have included Atlanta in there, but I can't. Is it not great? I'm just saying the pleasant surprises of this year: Panthers, Colts, Patriots.
I think those are probably fair. I think. I mean, if I didn't despise Aaron Rodgers, I would probably say the Steelers.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
And I think the Seahawks have been pretty impressive.
I felt like they probably were going to be better. I don't know. It just feels like these three.
I'll give you one more, and it's only because of what they're going through to get to it. The 49ers keep winning games despite the fact they've got no business winning games.
No, but I think my train of thought here is teams that are finally rising to the.
You're like, oh, that's cute, and
kind of,
yeah, that's what it is.
These three are kind of like, oh,
teams
man.
that are normally embarrassing that are now not.
And like San Francisco, I know they've overcome a lot, and I'm gonna give them every bit of credit. But there were some expectations there already, and you don't go sign a free agent like Big Head at Seattle and not expect some success. So I'm gonna go, yeah. They're a pleasant surprise, but they spent a lot of money to get this surprise. I mean, look at the Panthers, Colts. Patriots draft their quarterback. The Colts take a freaking cast off.
Yeah.
And then you look at the Panthers, who we just talked about, Bryce, who, these are good stories at quarterback.
Yeah. I'm kind of in on all three of those teams. I think they're all actually pretty good. And before this weekend, I don't know if I would have said that about the Colts, but I think we've got to now.
Where's Denver fall on this?
You know what? We're going to get to Denver.
Because I don't know how to judge.
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll keep talking about the NFL. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an audience national contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can easily find the right home insurance for you, even if it's not with Progressive. But if you don't choose us, then sure, okay, it's not going to work out. We're not going to cry about it or stay awake wondering what our future together would have looked like. We can't get emotionally invested even if it sounds like we are. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer allows you to easily compare home insurance rates and coverages in one place, even if it's not with us. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. I love you. I shouldn't have said that.
Attention retirement savers. A top U.S. bank predicts a 2025 recession as tariffs rattle markets. According to reports, 2025 recession risk just increased significantly. That's why thousands of hardworking Americans are turning to award-winning precious metals company, Goldco. Goldco is offering you a free 2025 gold and silver kit. Plus, you can get an unlimited instant match and bonus silver for qualified accounts. Call 855-969-GOLD. Find out how you can help diversify your savings. Tax and penalty free today. That's 855-969-GOLD. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
At Ulta Beauty, the season of giving and treating yourself starts now. Get in the gifting spirit with limited edition kits from Sol de Janeiro, Tarte, and Moroccan Oil. Make every morning festive with advent calendars from Benefit Cosmetics and Drybar. These holiday exclusives won't last long. Make the season yours and head to Ulta Beauty today. Ulta Beauty. Gifting happens here.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergenics or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right for you. Discovered by most major insurance, affordable self-pay options are available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm, San Antonio, 444-4444.
The Halloween parties at the Rue Pub have become legendary. Plan now for the biggest and best Halloween party in San Antonio, Friday, October 31st. Kick off the party weekend at the 12th annual Halloween party with DJs inside the Rue Pub and Angry Elephant at 281 in Redland Road. No cover charge and a $1,000 costume contest at midnight. This is the Halloween party you don't want to miss. Friday, October 31st, the Halloween party of the year. We'll see you at the Rue and wear a costume.
Hi, it's me, Flo, here to tell you that with a Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, you get 24/7 protection, so you're covered no matter where the day takes you.
Even bad hair day?
Yep.
And tree branch fell on my car day?
Especially that day. Progressive has you covered 24/7 for your home and auto.
How about thought it was chicken, but it was tuna day? Or overnight construction outside my bedroom day?
Those days too.
Great, because that was each day this week.
Been there. Well, at least your home and auto are covered every day with Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Attention retirement savers. A top U.S. bank predicts a 2025 recession as tariffs rattle markets. According to reports, 2025 recession risk just increased significantly. That's why thousands of hardworking Americans are turning to award-winning precious metals company, Goldco. Goldco is offering you a free 2025 gold and silver kit. Plus, you can get an unlimited instant match and bonus silver for qualified accounts. Call 855-969-GOLD. Find out how you can help diversify your savings. Tax and penalty-free today. That's 855-969-GOLD. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we are going to react to a wild football weekend, both college and pro, including the Dallas Cowboys.
How did they do against the Command Skins? Plus, the Texans play on Monday night at Seattle.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning. We're talking NFL on the Morning Huddle, 94.1. We just talked about the Patriots and the Titans. One of the better games of the day, despite every effort to make it not a good game, was the Eagles-Vikings. The Vikings had – every time it looked like the Vikings were doing something good, Carson Wentz happened.
We got to give some credit to the passing game for the Eagles. They did find something they've been looking for.
They did. Yeah, that was – honestly, and me as a dude who loves to crap on Jalen Hurts, because I generally think Jalen Hurts is maybe the most overrated player in the NFL, he had a hell of a day
They
yesterday.
found something they've been searching for.
He had a hell of a day.
And that it's not that they didn't get a whole lot of help, but they did find something they'd been looking for.
And, dude, Saquon is nowhere near what he was a year ago. Nowhere near it.
I think there's a myriad of fantasy owners who had a top 3 pick that are all sitting crying like me.
And the fact that they're still doing what they're doing is impressive. Although, again, if Carson Wentz were functional, they probably beat the Eagles there.
Stop him before he kills again. And then, there was some legitimate talk that maybe if McCarthy was fully healthy, it wouldn't matter. That we'll just carry on with Wentz.
Oh, stop it.
No, it's a risk-reward part of this.
Oh,
JJ's going to have some bad games, but you know what you're going to get with Wentz.
The upside of Carson Wentz, like you're going to get a 300-yard passing game. You're going to get these explosive plays, but you're going to get bonehead stuff. I mean, it's very
I'd rather have 2 interceptions and a kid that's getting better than dealing with 2 interceptions and Wentz staying the same.
well, it's very Jameis Winston-y is
yeah,
what it is.
It's awful. He's not the reason they lost, but he was the first domino. That second interception was unforgivable, dude.
Yeah.
Go sit on the bench.
So bad. But again, kudos to Jalen Hurts for having a game that I certainly didn't see coming from him. Panthers beat the Jets 13-6.
Okay, I know it was the Jets, and I know it was only 13-6. But can we start talking about the Panthers as finally kind of taking a step? They're no longer a terrible football team. They're not even much. They're only kind of bad.
Okay.
No, I think we need to give some credit to the Panthers. They can run the football with anybody. Leggett is a legitimate weapon. Bryce isn't awful. He is an average quarterback, which is a step. I think if I'm the ownership and I'm anybody involved with the Panthers, I'm going, all right. I could be thinking like I thought the Jaguars were 3 weeks ago, but that's a tough football team.
Well,
I'll give them that.
Remember, the Jags already stomped the hell out of this Panthers team. And I go back. So their 3 consecutive wins here are now Dolphins, Cowboys, and Jets.
No, I'm not saying they're a good football team, but what I am saying is that's a football team that is no longer what they were. They're better.
They're not a floor mat team.
No, they're not a floor mat, and they're a team that you have to prepare for because they can run it and pass it.
The Colts beat the Chargers 38-24. You got one of those games that was the gift and the curse of Justin Herbert. 37 of 55, 420 yards, 3 touchdowns. You're thinking, oh, what's the curse? Well, he threw 2 bonehead picks when it looked like they were going to get them back into the game.
Oh, yeah. I know they were behind the chains, but that's just such not Harbaugh's game plan and style. It's hard to win outside of your wheelhouse.
And, I mean, they don't have any running backs.
I know this is not their plan, and they're having to do some things that they didn't have scheduled. But whenever you see a Harbaugh coach team where their quarterback's thrown more than 25 times, you know something terrible's happened.
Yeah. Herbert had 6 carries for 31 yards. Kamani Vidal and Hassan Haskins combined for 10 carries in the game, 23 yards.
And we're talking about a ground and pound at his heart coach that you know. And to their credit, they're scrambling with some injuries. And Herbert did prove yet again he's, as far as getting the ball downfield, the best in the NFL.
And when I say the gift and the curse, it's not like he doesn't throw interceptions very often, but yesterday he had a rough one. All right, I want to talk about this Broncos-Giants game on the other side. It deserves more than a blurb. This is maybe I don't know if Brian Daboll should be allowed back on the plane. We'll talk about that. It's Morning Huddle 94.1.
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
When orders change, the whole family moves. And when one person pursues a degree, the whole family supports them. American Public University makes it affordable and flexible so military families can make an impact and keep family first. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
JTV, Jewelry Television. With 80,000 jewelry looks, we're kind of a big deal. Even bigger with new lines of designer handbags, fragrances, and more. And biggest of all, because you could win a 7-night stay in Bali, spending money and thousands worth of JTV jewelry, making you kind of a big deal. Enter by December 7th at jtv.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Then watch JTV on TV or shop jtv.com for big holiday deals.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
Another episode brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but Prize Picks, well, I'll tell you what, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season. As the basketball season begins, Prize Picks is here for you. And whether you're a football fan, a basketball fan, or any kind of sports fan, there's always the games to be played. Prize Picks is the best way to win cash if you're a Spurs fan. More than Victor all the time. Heck, it only takes about 60 seconds to make your picks, and you can turn those picks into cash. It feels so good being right. I told you about Wemby. Dak's on an MVP kind of run. I like the more thans with Dax all season long. On Prize Pick, how you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, choose the Flex Pay, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. And if you want the biggest payouts, go for the Power Play. Up to 2,000x, no matter your play. Prize Picks is a great way to put your takes to the test. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code ALAMO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's Alamo to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Big games, big concerts, big events. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, any city, any event. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran owned. You deserve Awesome Tickets. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Got a new trouble spot on I-10 westbound Foster Road, east side of town. Accident with 2 left lanes blocked. 6-8-minute delay has you slow from FM 1516. Now downtown on 35 upper level, southbound, that connector to westbound I-10 right around the Fine Silver Curve area. 18-wheeler accident overturned. Traffic stop from North St. Mary Street. About a 10-minute delay. Some debris in the roadway, 35 northbound, that off-ramp to Division, off-ramp partially blocked. And the roadwork, 1604 westbound Northwest Military to Lock Hill Selma in the clearing stages. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys are back to 500. They sit at 3-3-1 after a convincing 44-22 win over the Washington Commanders. In college football news, the latest AP poll is out this weekend, and Texas A&M rose to number 3. Tech has fallen all the way to 14th after losing to Arizona State, while the Texas Longhorns survived a scare in Lexington, but fell to 22 despite their win over Kentucky. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, 7:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Boy, the wild Justin Herbert hatred on the Brigade Bar.
What?
That's fascinating.
Well, at some point, he's going to have to do something. I'm starting to get on the, dude, really?
Well, listen.
At some point, you're going to have to do something.
I get it. I mean, he's had a new offensive coordinator every damn year
I'm not placing blame as to whose fault it is, but at some point, you're going to have to win a game because you won it. Not because
don't act
you
like
had a
he
bunch
hasn't
of
done that. Like, he beat the Chiefs in week 1.
Okay.
I mean,
all right, I know. I mean, the Chiefs stumbled out of the block and lost several. I'm just saying, at some point, Herbert has to be the best player on the field.
And that's fair.
In a game that matters.
But
I give him all the credit for talent and all that, but at some point, dude, your teams can't always come up short.
You know who people said this exact same thing about for years?
Peyton Manning. I know.
Well, Peyton Manning, here's another one, though. Matt Stafford.
I am not.
When are you going to win games?
I'm not ending it. But at some point, dude, you're going to have to win some football games because you carried them.
You only have so much control over your team.
Yeah, but, the great ones, you put Justin Herbert on the Buffalo Bills, Buffalo's won 2 games.
I disagree with that.
I don't. Josh Allen is carrying that team. He is that good. He's the best player on the planet, and he makes everybody else around him better.
I don't know. I'm going to bet that.
And Herbert's not that guy yet. And I'm not saying he doesn't have – I just keep waiting for it to happen because he's got every tool. At some point, you're going to have to do it.
Here's the list of guys with higher PFF grades than Justin Herbert this year. Sam Darnold, fair. Dak Prescott, Matt Stafford, Josh Allen, Drake May, Baker Mayfield. Justin Herbert, 7th.
I'm going to put Herbert in the Baker Mayfield. At some point, you're going to have to do it, brother. I'm not mad at him, but at some point, I know you've had different OCs over and over and over. I know you've had a bunch of different head coaches. I know you've had an indifferent fan base. I know you've had a bunch of stuff. But at some point, the talent has to rise above and carry a team to a win, like yesterday. Maybe one less interception. Maybe you carry it, and you're at home. And you lost that game?
Yeah.
Really? And I know you're hamstrung. I know you didn't have a running game. But at some point, you're going to have to do it.
Yeah. The guy's got wins over Denver and Kansas City this year. I'm not going to throw him out.
Well, the Kansas City win at the time, we thought it was great, but it wasn't. The Denver win's turning out more and more impressive.
I don't know. Kansas City looks like they're pretty good.
Well, I think they played the worst. No, they are good. Yeah. I'm not taking away, but keep them for 3 weeks. We looked at Kansas City like, what's wrong with you guys?
But also, they played pretty good teams early on.
And they were also hurt. I mean, a lot of things. But you have to admit that the talent that Herbert has does not match the output.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not mad at him. You still have time and you have plenty of excuses. But games like yesterday that become a shootout, that become a free-for-all, that's where you should function. Even though that's not your offense and you were stuck in a situation without a lot of things, great quarterbacks that can throw dimes like he can, and he even made a Sports Center top 10 with a dime throw. I mean, he did enough to have fun, but there's that extra that you're going to have to go find.
The thing for me is when you say, okay, maybe one less interception. Well, Justin Herbert should never be asked to throw 55
That's
times
what
in
I'm
a
saying.
game.
There's lots of reasons, and there are, but the great ones, like Allen has become the dude that I don't care about the reason.
Well, Justin Herbert's not as good as Josh Allen.
No, but we can't talk about him like he is.
No one does.
Well, I think there's a lot of people that want to put him in that
No one's ever
echelon
said, let's give Justin Herbert an MVP.
No, well, a lot of people want him to be good enough to get one. And when I feel
myself included. And
he
as
hasn't
you know,
done enough for me to put him there.
I'm the guy who, if all you throw everything else out the window, like what they've done so far in the league and stuff like that, if you say, okay, Josh Allen can't be your quarterback anymore of your favorite team, pick one. I would tell Justin Herbert to come because the physical tools to me say, okay, this guy's got just unlimited potential. He hasn't made it come to fruition yet.
Yeah.
It took Josh Allen a long time. It takes a lot of guys. Josh Allen
got a
Josh
very
Allen
friendly
almost
confines.
washed out of the league
I know,
in 2
but
years.
he had the same coach. He had guys that believed in him, had OCs that were so good they got high. I mean, there were some things that he had the benefit of that Herbert hadn't had. I will give you that. But at some point, Justin, I want you to go win a game because you did it.
Yeah.
And then we'll start talking about you standing in that room with Josh Allen and the true stars
I'm not trying
that
to
have
put him in that room
probably
yet.
less talent than you do.
Yeah, I'm not trying to put him in that room
I know
yet.
you're not, but at some point, you're like, come on, Justin.
But again, if we had said that about Matt Stafford wouldn't have ever been
Well,
like
Matt Stafford had to change teams, too.
Yeah.
And maybe Herbert might have to go someplace there's friendlier confines.
And everybody's like, oh, well, what's his playoff record? Guys, I got news for you. The Chargers, historically, are a trash can
That's
organization.
what I'm saying. I go, you got excuses. So was Buffalo.
Yeah.
You know, but Josh had a friendlier coach and a more consistent, the best thing in football is when you could carry guys through, and he got the same plan that they could build on from year to year. He had the great benefit, and Herbert hasn't. I'll be the first to give him that. But as far as standing beside each other ability, I put them as far as practice and they're the same dude.
Sure.
Now, Herbert can't run like Allen, but Allen can't quite throw the dimes that Herbert can.
Herbert can run, though.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't want to.
The Chargers, Dean Spanos is one of the worst owners in the NFL.
All of that are good reasons, but at some point, reasons become excuses.
No,
and
see, that's the thing. With Matt Stafford, it was the same thing. He played in Detroit. What did you want him to do?
And maybe, like Baker had to leave Cleveland. Maybe he's going to have to get out just to go do it, but maybe that's what it's going to take. But my stance right now is your unfulfilled potential. You're a half-scratched lottery ticket.
I don't disagree with that. I think his talent is greater than his results so far, but the dude's like 24.
All of yes, there's still time. As long as they never have to wear that yellow again. Just throw that crime against humanity uniform away.
Yeah,
that was
really
all
bad.
yellow.
He
ever.
shouldn't have had to wear that yesterday. That's probably what ended up killing him anyway.
You don't look good. You feel bad. You don't play good.
Yeah, look good, play good.
Imagine being 400 pounds, having to strap on a big old yellow.
Okay, the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. This is so embarrassing. It had been 1,064 games in a row. 1,060. Think about that. 1,064 games in a row where a team had, with less than 6 minutes to play, had an 18-point lead. They were 1,064-0.
So you're saying there's a chance.
They are now 1,064-1. The Denver Broncos score 33 points in the fourth quarter. Second most points scored in a fourth quarter by one team in the history of the NFL.
Didn't Bo Nix set a record? 2 touchdowns running, 2 touchdowns passing
in
the
one quarter. Yeah.
Never happened before.
Yeah. They were down 26-8 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. 26-8.
Though.
And then they were up 30-26, 3.5 minutes later. How? This is, and then the Giants get gifted by the referees a couple nonsense penalties to keep a drive alive. They go down, they score a touchdown. Jackson Dart's puffing his chest out.
Hey, man.
Yeah! And then they still lose the game.
The thing about this is it reminded me, first of all, there's two things that happened. I don't know if Daboll had a future. I don't know if he had managed to salvage some sort of hope for next year, but that's done. Daboll's done. So the benefit of that game was there's no way that this coach comes back.
Oh, my God.
I mean, because up until then, so Giant benefits by that. They also benefit by they don't have any business winning football games. Why? Why would I want to win a football game? So they did everything. I can tell you, a Giant fan walking off the field, I go, I got myself a quarterback. Because we'll forget, we'll talk about the missed extra point. That rookie quarterback drove them down, and they were up against it. That was a wave of orange coming at him.
Yeah.
And he drove them down and scored. So if I'm a Giant fan, I know this sucks because you kind of got your toe stepped on. This is best case scenario. I know I got a quarterback. I know I got an offense that can move the ball. Now, my defense sucks nuts, but I know I got that. I didn't ruin any draft potential. Yeah. And on the other side of this, I see another Drew Brees coming, man. I see this partnership. Bo Nix and Sean Payton. It's a paddling. Oh, my. No, you can go, they scored 33 points. I don't care if they're playing against a high school team. They scored 33 points in the fourth quarter against an NFL football team. This guy, he ain't great, but he is Drew Brees 2.0 for the modern NFL. He is a robot. He does exactly – it's like Peyton's in his brain, man.
Drew Brees wouldn't have had 160 passing yards through the first three quarters of that game.
I'm just telling you that this cat is – he and Peyton are wired together, man. I'll say the same thing about San Francisco. No, the way that Shanahan has the ability to get in his quarterback's head and turn them into effective quarterbacks. Mac Jones is a quarterback, man. We can talk about Bo Nix and the 8 years of college football and the weak arm and all that. Dude, he does exactly what Peyton wants him to do, and to a T, and it works.
Well, I don't even know. Like I have a hard time crediting the Broncos for the comeback just because it felt like such a collapse by the Giants.
I know it did, and it was. But you have to give credit where it's due.
And
this
by
quarterback
the way,
led them to 33 points in a quarter.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could argue that Jackson Dart led them to 33 points in the fourth quarter.
You can't. I'm just saying that Jackson Dart drove it down.
Somebody had to keep handing the ball to them.
I think both teams walk away gotten exactly what they wanted out of the game. Denver got the miracle win on Demaryius Thomas Day, and the Giants further reaffirmed that they have a quarterback and a running back that they are going to be pretty good with for the years to come, and they're not going to ruin it by winning games that don't matter, that hurt draft status.
Yeah, I mean, this is I don't know how you this is gonna be a reset though for Jackson Dart now because Brian Daboll's not gonna be around.
Oh, he's done.
That's unexcusable, and the Giants need everything they can get. They need every bit of help, and they had some momentum. And it's funny. I had a pretty healthy ticket on Giants plus 7.5. So at the end of the day, them losing the game didn't matter to me. I won a bunch of money with the Giants. God bless them for their efforts. But I'm not the one who's
for three quarters, they had a good football game.
Oh, my, they
played
dominated.
A good football game.
Dominated.
So I think both teams walk out going, well, that kind of sucked, but I'll take this. Bo Nix is just a flat-out winner. He doesn't do one thing great, but he does a lot of things really, really good.
Yeah. It was just a nightmare 5 minutes. Like the pick that Jackson Dart threw that, I mean, 3rd and 5, I guess you, like, I don't know. When it's 3rd and 5 and you're up 26-16 with like 4 minutes left, you know what? Run the ball. If you don't get it, punt it. You can't have an interception there. You cannot
I lay
have
the
an interception
blame
there.
Squarely at his whoever called that play.
And Brian Daboll calls the plays.
Whoever called that, that's his fault.
I agree.
You got a rookie quarterback in his 5th game trying to do something spectacular. You got to bring him in. You got to reel him in, not let him free.
You're up 10, 4 minutes left. Okay, 3rd and 5, you run it. If you don't get it, you punt the ball and you say, all right, we got make them go 75 yards. You cannot give them a 19-yard field to drive. I mean, it's
and then to miss the kick.
And that's the other thing. They miss an extra point early in the game, and then they start chasing it. They go for 2 and don't get that, and then they miss another extra point at the end. Now, granted, it's a backup kicker.
I don't care.
But
I don't care.
But that's 3 extra points left on the field in a game you lost by 1 point.
There it is.
Why didn't you go for 2 on the road, brother? You already missed an extra point. I mean, we could ask a lot of questions, but if you're so afraid of even your professional backup kicker can't go in and kick an extra point, you got other issues. But again, you can go, but for that, we win this game. But the good news is we didn't, so we're still on track for the number 1 overall, or real close to it behind the Jets. And everything carries on. I know I got a quarterback. Scattaboo continues to impress. They're putting him in more and more offense. We know that Jackson is at the very worst a very young Brett Favre. He will lose a game just about as quick as he'll win one, but damn, he's fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll sell some tickets.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm glad he's in. I'm glad the Giants are in the Cowboys division. That's all I'm going to say.
Frank says they're not firing Dayball. He's too important to Jackson. How about the players take some blame? Defense, kicker, offense did the job. Well, they did for a little while, and then they didn't.
Losers lose. That's what they do.
And dude, let's stop crediting Brian Dayball for the success of quarterbacks.
Zero.
Like, Brian Dayball is too important to Josh Allen. Well, Josh Allen went on to win MVP. Brian Dayball is too important to Daniel Jones. Well, Daniel Jones is playing the best he's ever played in his life now that he's away from Brian Dayball.
That alone is the indictment, right?
I was a Brian Dayball supporter for a long time. We got to stop with Brian Dayball's important to a quarterback. Brian Dayball's a dope. The way that he lost that game yesterday, there's no excuse. They should can his ass. He sucks. And this is coming from someone who used to say, man, I remember when the Giants hired him, I said, oh, no.
We'll see how much pressure's on him. Let's see if anything happens to the coordinator over here in the next couple of weeks.
All right, we'll continue NFL talk on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1. Oh, I got Underdog. Yeah. Underdog. Speaking of the NFL, baby. We are back. We got more NFL tonight, and Underdog. That's the place to get in on the action. Rob was talking yesterday. We had a little lineup set up on the Browns Dolphins game based on the weather. We said let's go quarterback attempts under, rushing attempts over. And if it weren't for Mike McDaniel, we would have hit it. It would have been a home run. Still all right, but would have been a home run. Guys, it's so easy to do. Pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats, rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, whatever it is. You get them right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. We got games tonight. I'm looking for lower in the Seahawks and Texans games for both quarterbacks. I think that this is a defense-first game, so give me lower on the passing yards for both quarterbacks tonight. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code Alamo. You'll score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play for your first $5. That's promo code Alamo. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down! It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right. Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergenics or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right for you. Discovered by most major insurance, affordable self-pay options are available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com.
You hear that?
That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
JTV, Jewelry Television. With 80,000 jewelry looks, we're kind of a big deal. Even bigger with new lines of designer handbags, fragrances, and more. And biggest of all, because you could win a 7-night stay in Bali, spending money and thousands worth of JTV jewelry, making you kind of a big deal. Enter by December 7th at jtv.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Then watch JTV on TV or shop jtv.com for big holiday deals.
Hey, Sarah. Heard about your car accident. You okay?
Well, let's see. My car's toast, my neck's a pretzel, and the insurance guy ghosted me faster than my ex. So, peachy.
Remind me why you haven't called Thomas J. Henry Law yet.
Calling an attorney is weird to me.
Yeah, you should totally trust insurance, who profits from underpaying you.
I'm picking up on your sarcasm.
You need to pick up the phone and dial Thomas J. Henry Law.
Car accident? Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com today. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can easily find the right home insurance for you, even if it's not with Progressive. But if you don't choose us, then sure, okay, it's not going to work out. We're not going to cry about it or stay awake wondering what our future together would have looked like. We can't get emotionally invested, even if it sounds like we are. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer allows you to easily compare home insurance rates and coverages in one place, even if it's not with us. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. I love you. I shouldn't have said that.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
All right, here's the part of the interview where we've got to be jerks and ask you about the defense.
Yep.
Can we get that out of the way early next week? After we talk about Travis Kelce's.
We talk about the important stuff first.
We like to lube you up and put you in a good mood.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, owner of a lonely heart. Oh, Claymore's leaving.
Where?
Claymore's going to do cardio. He says, catch y'all later, cardio day. Peace out.
Post something on Insta.
He says that after he says, maybe Brian Daboll can fix Justin Herbert. Meanwhile,
hey, you know what? Daboll might be the OC that does.
Meanwhile, who's got a better record, Justin Herbert or Dak Prescott this year? But everybody's all right. Oh, Dak. Oh. I am too. He's been great. But we're like, no one's holding him accountable for just winning games.
I'm telling you, and I think I'm not alone. I'm not alone in this. But at some point, Herbert, you're going to have to do something.
But why doesn't Dak have to?
Dak hasn't, but I'm not holding him to the same standard. Dak was never considered the next best.
Dude, Dak was second in the MVP voting 3 years ago.
And Dak was a fourth-round draft pick who had never taken a snap from center in college. He wasn't Justin Herbert, who was gifted the mantle of the next when he showed up. So I don't hold him to the same standard.
You know how many D1 offers Justin Herbert had out of high school?
I don't care about that. I'm telling you how he was drafted and what he did. Same with Josh Allen. I don't care about high school. I'm telling you, when Justin Herbert hit the field, it was next Super Bowl winner. Look at this guy. He's got everything. Dak was not that guy. And I don't hold Dak to that same standard. Dak could not throw the ball the way that Justin Herbert could when he came out of college.
How can we not hold Dak to that standard when Dak got more money than anybody in the history of time? How can we not hold him to that elite standard? And we can hold Herbert to it.
What do you? We're talking apples and oranges here. Dak shouldn't even enter the conversation. He is not in the same room as Herbert is right now. It's skill set.
He was second in the MVP voting 3 years ago.
That's different from what I'm talking about. Now, if Justin Herbert was second in MVP voting, we wouldn't have this conversation either. He would have proven to me that he can do it. Dak has won a game or two on his own with a skill set that is far more limited than Justin Herbert had. Far more limited. Now, he's had the benefit of rather consistent OC coaching and, rather consistent coaches. So he's had a lot of the benefits that help a quarterback that was underskilled when he got into college grow into it, where Herbert came into the league far more prepared to be an NFL quarterback. And Prescott ass backwards into it and went 13-3 as a rookie doing nothing and with zero expectations. And Herbert has had every expectation from his first game. So very different circumstances. Dak is not as talented as Justin Herbert. He's not even close.
All right.
And I don't hold him to that standard.
Okay. I don't understand.
This is it's a compliment to Herbert. I mean, Herbert can spin it far better than Dak ever dreamed of being able to dream.
It's so funny. Like I see plenty of guys who get drafted high and who are like way worse off than Justin Herbert. And like no one's like, oh, Kyler Murray, when's he going to do it?
I've written him off. He's done.
He was the first pick.
I'm telling you, Kyler Murray, I've written him off. Trevor Lawrence, I'm just about to write you off too. Dude, you're just about done. No, there's a lot of guys I've written off. The good news is I haven't written Herbert off. I still think he's got it in him, but I want him to do it. I'm not talking about Trevor. So at some point, Trevor's going to have to prove it. No, dude, I know who you are.
Yeah.
You can't.
Speaking of Kyler Murray, the Kyler Murray-less Cardinals, I'm telling you right now, Jacoby Brissett's better than Kyler Murray.
Oh, there's no question.
Jacoby Brissett kept him in the game. They don't win it. This was also kind of a fourth quarter collapse. No one will talk about it because the Cardinals and they stink and the expectations are low. And everybody thought the Packers were so good anyway. 27-23 win for the Packers.
It's a good win for the Packers. I'll give them some credit.
It was. It was a good win for the Packers, but it was one of those. It just felt like it felt more like a Cardinals loss than a Packers win.
When you went through basic training and you learned CPR, you learned your battlefield CPR. Remember the term expectant?
Yeah, that
like,
means
he's going to die.
Don't waste time on him.
Kyler Murray's expectant.
I think he might be.
He ain't dead yet, but he's expectant.
I mean, imagine if the Cardinals would have won this game, there'd be
even more so.
There'd be a discussion.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jacoby Brissett. Like,
at least they played for Jacoby. It felt like there was a little bit more
step. He's a functional NFL. Yeah. I mean, he's one of the best backups in the league, certainly. And it will probably hit a wall at some point because he is a backup quarterback.
But Kyler, it's over.
And for a team that had no running game, I give the Cardinals a lot of credit yesterday. They were really good defensively.
Yeah, they played hard. That's what I'm saying. It was a good win by Green Bay because the Cardinals didn't beat themselves. They got beat. I mean, they did as good as they could with a backup quarterback. They did beat themselves. Let's not kid ourselves. But they played a much better football game with a backup quarterback than they did with their starter.
Yeah. But 27-23 win. Packers now 4-1-1. Kind of flying under the radar.
Yeah,
and you know what? I'm to blame for it too. I don't think the Packers are very good.
I thought they were the best team in football in week 2.
I think they're phonies. I really do. I think they're frauds. Like
they ain't that good, but they win.
They beat the Lions at home, and we all went,
that's a good win. That's when I thought they were the best team in football.
And then they beat the hell out of the Commanders, which in hindsight ain't that big of a deal. They lost to the Browns. The tie with the Cowboys. That's not a good result for the Packers.
No, I was wrong in best team in football, but they're a good enough team. I wouldn't want to see them in week 1 of the playoffs.
No,
you know what I
And
mean?
they've got plenty more wins to stack up. They're at Steelers and home against the Panthers in their next 2, so they're going to keep piling up wins. But of all the teams with like really good records, they're the one that I'm like,
I think
I'm not buying this.
I think when Jordan Love, whenever this thing is done with Jordan Love, and I don't know if it's long term or not, we're going to kind of define him like this, like we're talking about Green Bay right now. Like, yeah, they're pretty good, I think. I wouldn't want to play them all the time, but I'll take them on now and again.
The last game, the Sunday night game, the 49ers and the Falcons, this is an indictment on Michael Penix. The Falcons have put themselves in a weird spot with Kirk Cousins. And I don't know that Kirk Cousins, I get it. Kirk Cousins is not the future of them. I understand that. The problem is I don't know if Michael Penix is, and their roster is good enough to win right now.
I don't know
if they got better quarterback play.
And they had a decent game plan last night. It wasn't like they weren't in a game to win, although boring as all get out. They got, I think, first of all, Saleh gets credit for everything that happened last night.
Saleh took away Bijan.
Yeah,
and if you take away Bijan, they're dead.
So at that point, they were kind of dead in the water. But you can't get out schemed. That's the problem. Your Joes are better than their Jimmies. You know what I mean? You guys are just better, and that was embarrassing for everybody involved last night. Atlanta. That was kind of shameful, especially considering what we just saw. 7 days ago, 6 days ago, to come up and do that against a team that probably would have given you a win if you'd have whooped up on them early.
Yep.
It probably would have just folded up 10.
Christian McCaffrey, really good at sports. Really good at sports on a night where, I mean, there's not real. I mean, I guess Jawan Jennings is your next best weapon.
You had a nice catch.
There was no one else. George Kittle, welcome back. No, he didn't have any catches.
He didn't even have
zero catches. No. Christian McCaffrey, he had 200 plus total yards, a couple of touchdowns, 7 he is a force.
You get him every other year.
Yeah.
Every other, this is the year. Right?
Every time I get excited about Christian McCaffrey, I expect his Achilles to blow or something. Like something terrible's coming. But, man, there's times when you watch him and go, this guy's a unicorn.
One-cut slasher.
Unbelievable.
I love watching him run.
Unbelievable. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll dig into some college football. We haven't gotten into much of that yet. Let's look at that. I got to tell you about Carbach. Rob had some Carbach yesterday.
Buckets of
Carbach. That's the best way to consume Carbach, I got to tell you. And he was out at a local wing joint. And that's the thing about Carbach, man. It's going to be out at most places you go to. Most places you end up, you say, oh, man, I want to try. I want to have a beer. And guess what they got? Most of them are going to have Carbach on tap. That was the big plan for Carbach when they got to San Antonio, was just make it widely available, and they have done just that. San Antonio was the first market they went to after Houston, and they have made this their second home, 100%. Right now, you can get Carbachtoberfest in select accounts. It's running out. You got to get it while you can. And the pumpkin and lager is still available. Those are their seasonals. They won't be around for very long. But the ones that you will be able to find, Love Street. That's their best seller. That's the Cole-style blonde. You'll find that everywhere. Hopadillo is their flagship IPA. You're going to find that all over town as well. And Crawford Bock, pretty easy to find. And that's a great everyday drinker. You're going to find it all over town. In your liquor stores, your grocery stores, of course, but at bars and restaurants too. When you're out and about, watching Monday Night Football even, go ahead and do it with a Carbach.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, I-10 westbound Foster Road. Got an accident with 2 left lanes blocked. That's about a 10-minute delay, slow from FM 1516. Now, this 18-wheeler accident downtown on 35 upper level southbound, that connector to get onto westbound I-10, that is blocked with traffic stop from right around North St. Mary Street. Exit early just before Brooklyn, and you can use the side streets to get around the closure. 35 northbound, that off-ramp to Division, south side of town, debris reported, off-ramp partially blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Starbucks. The pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks. Handcrafted with their signature espresso and real pumpkin sauce. Then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. PSL. Get it while it's hot or iced. Only at Starbucks.
Joel, don't you just love Halloween?
It's okay, but I do like your troll costume.
I'm not wearing a costume.
Folks, if your home's AC starts making those witching sounds or the pipes in your wall start moaning and clanging like ghosts having a party, call Quarter Moon at 651-5899 and we'll send our team of highly trained
Ghostbusters!
I was gonna say technicians.
I ain't afraid of no clogs.
Quarter Moon Plumbing and AC, 651-5899. License number TACLA 141074E, M16004.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
It's Truck Month at North Park Chevy in Castroville. Buy a new 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom at the low price of $33,999 plus 2.9% financing for 72 months. Save $10,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado Heavy Duty. Lease a new 2026 Colorado for only $299 a month. No dealer add-ons, and we deliver anywhere in Texas. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Davis Law Firm secures important verdicts and settlements for Texans hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck. Many in the millions of dollars. No case is too big or too small. And remember, there's no fee unless we win. So if you want more, call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hello. 7:37. How you feeling, Vic?
Pretty good. Better.
All cleaned up?
Oh, yeah, a lot better. Like a new man.
Yeah, Vic, when he's in a hurry, sometimes he doesn't get all the way clean and he has to go back for a second round.
Good thing we've installed this new bidet.
That's right.
It's for Joe Pags.
That's right. That's right.
It's part of his contract rider.
Yeah, there's actually a gentleman in there with a towel.
Oh, yeah.
But he
saw him.
He was ignores the rest of us.
No,
yeah.
but he was an illegal.
Yes.
We couldn't keep him.
He scared me.
He wasn't from here.
All right, let's get into the
jobs
weekend.
That Americans won't do
in college football.
Pags is valet.
A lot. If you had a number by your name this week, it probably wasn't a real good week for you. A lot of teams with numbers by their names went down, including the first one of the week. Miami, the number 2 team in the country, goes down to Louisville, 24-21, loss at home.
Yeah, that was Louisville came to play. I'll give them that.
Carson Beck is not going to be the Heisman winner. No. And not only that, it ain't a great look after you throw 4 picks and you get on the podium and say, yeah, my receivers just weren't running the right routes.
They really let me down today. Dude, that's how he got to Miami. You know,
yes.
They were happy to see him go. So,
ooh.
Yeah, that was a bad thing for him because it was a single spotlight kind of night. He could have won the Heisman.
He really could have.
He could have sealed the Heisman with a great performance, and it was the opposite.
And I really think, I mean, I said this because I thought Louisville was going to at least compete with them, and I said if Louisville doesn't beat them, they might go undefeated because they've got one tough game left. It's at SMU.
I'm not even sure that's that tough.
But it's the rest of their schedule: Stanford home, Syracuse home, NC State home, at Virginia Tech, at Pitt. Like, Miami might not lose another game unless we have a team crumble now because their quarterback's saying dumb stuff.
I mean, the good news is they're still going to make the playoffs. The bad news is we now know that they are imminently not what we thought they were.
Nebraska, it's corn. 24-6. Timu Mahomes, 9 sacks.
9 times.
9 times?
I think his team is thinking they're going to lose their coach, is what I'm thinking. That was a distracted football team.
9 times. Yeah, that ain't going to get the job done. You know who did get the job done? I've been saying, I'm not sure about this team. I'm not sure if they're as good as everybody's saying they are. Ohio State's getting better every week.
Yeah.
They are a terror.
It just feels like, you're playing against the lessers. You know, I know that the win in Washington is looking better and better.
Yeah,
kind of. But I still don't feel like they've really played. They played one good defense, and it was the opening week.
Yeah.
And we didn't know who was what, but they are really good now.
Well, in hindsight, giving up 14 to Arch is kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, a little bit of that, but the fact that seems like
7.
It seems like forever ago. But
only one touch. That's actually Texas standard.
They're just a machine right now.
Well, the problem is we're not. I don't know. I mean, they're not going to play a game against anybody that we go.
That's why
it's Penn State. I guess if they'll play Indiana, I assume they'll play Indiana in a title game.
Yeah.
It's Penn State, Purdue, UCLA, Rutgers, and then Michigan. And I don't think much of Michigan.
Ain't nobody going to touch them.
So, this team is a force right now. And Julian Sayin, who wasn't doing a whole lot early in the year, he had just about 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Well, it helps
Saturday.
when everybody's wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he's having to really place the ball into a tight window.
Indiana, 38-13 win over Michigan State. You could tell at the end of the game, Cignetti was trying to cover and was pissed off that he couldn't cover.
Looking at that menu of his.
Oh, man, he was pissed.
The least likely successful coach I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, kudos to him. And Indiana, dude, this is not like a fluky thing. They're really good.
He looks like the math teacher in high school that was asked to coach the football team.
And you talk about a schedule opening up. UCLA, at Maryland, at Penn State, Wisconsin, at Purdue. I mean, this might be undefeated Indiana against undefeated Ohio State.
I don't think the top 2 in the AP are going to change. I think we're all battling from 3 down. I don't see either one of these top 2 teams losing until they play each other.
I tend to agree. A&M got the job done, 45-42 at Arkansas. It was a fight. I kind of thought it would be a fight. This felt like a game where Arkansas was going to be hyped for this game. And you know what? This is what I liked hearing out of Bobby Petrino after the game. He was pissed off.
Yeah,
he was pissed off because he was like, we could have won that game. And he's like, I'm not here to be close. I'm not here to be competitive. I'm here to win football games. If Arkansas doesn't just hire Bobby Petrino, they're dumb. I don't care. I don't care what. Ride the motorcycle. I don't give a damn. Do your thing. But they're really good on offense and really bad on defense. They exposed a little of this A&M defense.
Well, this isn't the first time an active mobile quarterback has dismantled this offense. Or this defense. They have trouble containing these mobile dudes that can get out of the pocket and make stuff happen. And he might be the best we see all year at that.
Probably.
And now that certainly A&M helped him. And this was a worst case scenario for the A&M. A roadie to a place you haven't been in a decade. It's in a
horrific
monsoon,
weather.
And you're 2 hours delayed. All of that played into. When we talked to Elko last week, like we do every Wednesday or most Wednesdays, he said, the best thing about a roadie is I don't have to worry about stuff. Well, that went out the window the moment that there's this 2-hour delay when you got to keep your team, ready to play football 3 hours after they thought they were going to be playing. So it was a tough win. That idea that the wrecking crew might be something that's back can go out the window. You can pack those T-shirts up.
Yeah.
There's some film out on the Aggies, and it is get the quarterback outside of the pocket, and they can't stop you. Now, if you're inside the edges, they're going to come to you. But if you can get out and get open, the man coverage cannot stick more than about 3 seconds.
But the A&M O-line is for real, and they're going to put up points on just about everybody.
Now, this is Elko, and in Elko's defense, and this really goes to the offensive strategy of winning a football game. And this is where A&M is fundamentally different than most of the schools in all of college football. Is Elko allows Connor, the offensive coordinator, the leeway of just run the football. And I think they give up possible scoring possessions where they probably could have gotten the ball maybe 1 or 2 more times. It might have cost a 3 and out, but they also probably would have scored another time or two because they just chew up 8 minutes at a drive. It's just, we're going to beat you, and it won't be by much, but you're just not going. We're going to squeeze the air out of you. So that alone is the biggest change from A&M over the last decade. I mean, that's the difference, that Elko feels no pressure to, like Cignetti, that getting the over, hitting the line, that means nothing to Elko. Just win the football game. And I don't care how ugly it is, he's walking out with a W. And that, to me, has been the most difficult thing to accept as an Aggie fan because it's boring. Like, dude, throw the ball. You got these great wide receivers, and you're running a backup running back, but it's 4 yards at a pop, 4 yards at a pop, and a 9-play drive that's going to eat up 7.5 minutes of the quarter.
Yeah, winning's fun at the end of the day.
Yeah, it works. It's fun. But when you operate on that kind of margin, when you operate – now, they doubled them up. They're that offensive that they could do that to Arkansas. But when you play a team that can, in fact, score fast and can get back at you, it's hard to win by 2 and 3 points when you don't always get those 9-play drives in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You're going to have to risk it to get the biscuit at some point, and they haven't really had to.
Well, 3 of 3 on fourth downs. Huge for A&M.
It's that Philadelphia tush push, man. If within 3 yards, those running backs are as good as the line. They're not better than the line. I think the line is better than Owens.
Yeah.
But the combination, they're not. Moss is better than the line, if that makes sense.
And maybe the key play of the game was they got a fourth down stop on Arkansas.
Which was a bat breaker, man.
Yeah.
That really hurt.
Because Arkansas outgained A&M. Like in yardage. They outgained A&M.
Trust me. Every Aggie felt it, man. But that's Arkansas. And that Taylor, he's a baller. And again, that's Petrino. You're right. They should hire him.
Ole Miss at Georgia. Oh, poor Ole Miss. They had it at their fingertips. And I think 43-35 win for Georgia. Georgia outscores Ole Miss 17-0 in the fourth quarter. I think Ole Miss got gassed. Georgia's so physical on both sides of the ball that by the end of the game, you're just beat to hell. And Ole Miss is more of I don't want to say they're more of they're more of a finesse team.
Well, yeah.
And they just got worn down.
I took away that Ole Miss could have beat, with that game plan they had and the way they played, there's not a lot of teams they'd have lost to. Georgia just came to play. Georgia's just they're not great, but they are so deep.
When it was on the road,
they just keep coming at you. You're right, out of gas because they just beat the crap out of Ole Miss all day long. Not super impressive. I mean, that was a very good SEC win.
I'm writing it down now. I think Alabama's the best team in the country.
I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I go, number 3, that's a high aspiration. The fact of the matter is, I think that A&M probably on a neutral feels better than Indiana. I just do. I think the offense is better. I think they're just SEC football, but that's arrogance. But I know that Alabama's better than us. So I'm happy at 3 because I think we're in the right place, but we're behind the wrong team.
Yeah, I think Alabama's the best team in the country. They put it on Tennessee. This was, I'm telling you, man, Ty Simpson is the real deal. The fact that, and I cannot believe I didn't bet this game, but I was worried about what Jam Miller was going to, what he was going to be. He played. He was clearly compromised. That's not the same Jam Miller that I've seen.
They didn't need him.
They didn't need him.
26 can run a football.
Yeah, and 15, Ty Simpson is
15 and 20.
That's that good.
They fly to the ball. They're a much faster football team than Saban used to put on the field. I don't know if there's physical, but they hit you hard, and Preston doesn't beat himself. That's a good football team. Yes, sir.
That is a good-ass team.
I'm glad that A&M doesn't see them if they ever see them.
I can't parse together in my brain how that team lost to Florida State. And not only lost, got their ass kicked by Florida State.
And it feels like now, luckily for DeBoer and Bama, this does almost feel like last year. It's getting further and further out of your mind.
Remember after week 1, people wanted Kalen DeBoer to get fired.
I thought he was going to get fired.
It's crazy now.
An Alabama fan was jumping out of trees. So, they're solid. That's just a really good football team. But, the thing about the SEC is you 1 week, the separation from them seems like a year ago, but I do know where there's some weakness to be found. At least there was. Not anymore.
Yeah. The most entertaining game that came across my TV set, or at least the best finish, was Texas Tech at Arizona State. First of all,
how did you lose
the right team won. I mean, Arizona State dominated almost the entirety of the game.
Except for the scoreboard.
All of a sudden it's like
they gifted you a game. Why didn't you win that game?
Yeah, Texas Tech comes all the way back, takes a lead, and then blows it at the very end.
I'm not too mad at them, but damn.
Their offense did nothing for 3 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. And I know that defense is real, but my goodness, you got to have something.
That Levin's a winner, man.
He does. He just wins games. I I don't particularly get it because I watch Arizona State and I go, what's good about this? What's special? But they just keep finding ways to win. I gotta tip my hat to them.
More than anything else. Now, the Utah BYU game was a dogfight.
It was.
That was a hard-fought, hard-hitting football game. But watching Tech and Arizona State, that was so typical of the Big 12. That was a very Big 12, top of the conference kind of football game.
Yeah, they want to make sure that no one's really that good in the Big 12.
There's something about it.
Can't have that. Oregon, Dan Lanning, I think, was maybe a little salty after losing to Indiana, and they go to Rutgers and pull Rutgers' pants down.
Score.
56-10.
Let's go home.
And they stopped scoring in the third quarter. They said, enough. We'll call the dogs off. And they still won 56-10.
They're a tough, fast football team.
Yeah, I was a little nervous that after, why did Oregon have to go to overtime with Penn State?
No, they got issues, obviously.
Know?
They're not big, so I think you can overpower them, but they're tough. They'll hit you hard. But you let them start running around and get them in space, you can't keep up.
Vanderbilt 31, LSU 24. Finally, someone exposed that fraudulent LSU team. Finally. I was so sick of, Garrett Nussmeier's so good. LSU beat Clemson, and we all went, they're great. They beat Clemson in Clemson. Well, it turns out Clemson stinks. And what's LSU done since? Absolutely nothing. They've gotten beat by the two teams they played with a pulse. This team is not that good.
Yeah. But
and Diego Pavia is a stud.
Well, my problem here is, I think Brian Kelly's awful.
Oh, he's a dope.
I think he's a miscast at this coaching position. I think we knew it wasn't going to work from the get-go. But now I'm going to put on my Aggie supporter jersey. I don't want him to go. I don't want him to be so bad that they fire him. I want him to win a game or two.
Well, don't you have him next?
See, that's my problem. I think we're going to end his career. I think that the Aggies are going to roll into LSU and whoop them.
Yeah.
They can't stop that. LSU cannot stop A&M. I can tell you that. Now, they might make Nussmeier look like a decent college player and he might complete some passes this week, but A&M could score 50 on that defense.
There was a point where LSU, before they lost to Ole Miss, and I think they were number 3 in the country, I said, this is an absolute joke, scam.
I don't want him so bad he gets fired. They're going to mess around and fire him and go get a coach that actually knows what he's doing, which is not what I want as an Aggie fan.
I think that won't be at least till the end of the year.
Hire Franklin.
I don't think they can do that. Georgia Tech 27, Duke 18. Man, I was feeling really smart on that pick until the fourth quarter, and Georgia Tech got away from them there.
It's A&M's finest export. Haynes King is the best thing that ever came out of College Station for the rest of the country.
Yeah, and Darian Mensah kind of outplayed him and has been very good all year long, but just not enough late in that game.
What are they now? What is Georgia Tech?
7-0.
What are they, 8?
9? I don't know. I think they're top 10 certainly because they were 12 before.
Give that coach a raise.
Notre Dame 34, USC 24.
Give Jeremiah Love the Heisman.
This is what I was worried about. I was worried that Notre Dame – and listen, Maiyava played a great game on the road, but I just thought traveling was going to be too much for that team. I'm done betting these West Coast teams traveling east, so I didn't do it here, thankfully. But, yeah, Jeremiah Love, 24 carries, 228 yards, and a touchdown.
Heisman, let's go back to running back getting the
unbelievable
the trophy. That was spectacular.
Oklahoma showed that South Carolina is garbage. 7 points in the whole game, and those 7 were kind of gifted to you right before the half. Oklahoma's defense is so good. South Carolina stinks.
How did Texas do that?
How did they beat Oklahoma?
How did they do what they did against that OU defense?
Texas scored 1 offensive touchdown against Oklahoma.
I'm just saying, they managed to move the ball. We left that game going, wow, the offense did it against a really good defense.
I didn't leave the game feeling that. I just said, oh my God, if it weren't for John Mateer throwing the ball left-handed, then Texas probably loses that one too.
Let's not go too far. But I thought that he was back, that the Manning curse had been lifted. He had a decent game. He had over 150 yards.
That's what I was saying, Rob. Stop saying that. He did not do anything. He threw for 150 yards.
That's the modern college football world, man.
No, it's not.
He won the football. I'm just saying that Texas had a good game against a really good defense. They did. Sark called a good game. I think the Texans performed as well as they could against a really good defense. And they do this against Kentucky? I mean, this is more about the Texas offense than the OU defense, which is really, really good.
Yeah, but again, they scored one touchdown against that team.
Enough. It was enough, and they moved the ball between the 20s. They did. They found a running game. They ran on them. They moved the ball, and then you see what OU was before, and then you see what they were after. That's the OU I saw before.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got more games to discuss, including that Texas-Kentucky game, which, oh boy,
I don't get it. 3 first downs in the second half.
Ooh, yeah. We got to have a real talk about this Arch Manning, this phony. Ugh. Tired of he's about to be.
I don't get
just
it.
give him some time, bro. Give him a year. He shouldn't. This is bad. We'll talk about that next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay, with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at H-E-B.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can easily find the right home insurance for you, even if it's not with Progressive. But if you don't choose us, then sure, okay, it's not going to work out. We're not going to cry about it or stay awake wondering what our future together would have looked like. We can't get emotionally invested, even if it sounds like we are. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer allows you to easily compare home insurance rates and coverages in one place, even if it's not with us. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. I love you. I shouldn't have said that.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, let's start with this trouble spot downtown, 35 upper level southbound, the connector to westbound I-10, the Fine Silver Curve area. Even on a dry day, it's very slippery, and this 18-wheeler, checking out our camera shot, it's still on its side. They are cleaning. Emergency vehicles are there. It is closed. Again, 35 upper level southbound, connector to westbound I-10. It's an overturned 18-wheeler. That could be there for a while as the cleanup process continues. This wreck at I-10 westbound Foster Road, now just one left lane blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys are back to 500. They sit at 3-3-1 after a convincing 44-22 win over the Washington Commanders. In college football news, the latest AP poll is out this weekend, and Texas A&M rose to number 3. Tech has fallen all the way to 14th after losing to Arizona State, while the Texas Longhorns survived a scare in Lexington, but fell to 22 despite their win over Kentucky. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Synergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowt.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, everybody! 8:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. How we doing out there? Vic, how was your weekend, Bubba?
It was good.
Yeah.
Nice, relaxing, beautiful day yesterday.
Did you make some love?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet love.
Yep.
Sweet love.
Got me some tortas.
on,
that was
man.
Saturday and Sunday.
Walking out yesterday about 8:30 in the morning with that breeze blowing.
Oh, it was beautiful.
There's a little nip in the air, a little fall. blowing around. Now it turned to, it was
I
85
immediately
before I
started
knew
in
it.
the yard. I started working in the yard around 7:30 and finished by like 8:30, and
Yeah, man.
it was
it's
perfect.
perfect
perfect,
football
perfect.
weekend. Yeah, good weekend.
I'm gonna have to find someone to trim my trees.
Trim your bush.
How much? How much you got?
It's a pretty serious project.
Let me
It's
tell
like-
you.
it ain't something I could do
wait
myself.
until you start getting bids on people that'll cut your trees down.
I know.
These guys do not come cheap.
I
Nope.
know.
$3,000 at least.
Oh man, yeah. I had no idea.
And I've got live oaks, so I know you got to be kind of careful with them.
They can get the oak wilt.
But yeah, I got to do
Open
something.
wound.
That's why I don't want to do it myself. But mostly the reason I don't want to do it myself, I don't want to take care of the cleanup myself.
That's the real bear of it.
that's the big
That's
thing.
the cost. Is the
Half of it is hauling it away,
Yeah,
and that's
more
what
than
I
half,
want.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I got to do something. It's like my whole backyard is it's all tree cover, all.
The tree
nice.
that
Well,
the tree
that's nice.
that
It saves you power, but then all the stuff you deal with underneath.
but the tree that I had cut down. Remember how it
Yeah.
fell over? Half of it's still in my yard because I
haven't
don't
found
want
a
to
way
pay
to haul it
anybody.
off yet?
Yeah.
You're gonna have a fall
Nope.
bonfire. Just
Yeah.
have a community bonfire on Halloween.
Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll rent a trailer and I'll cut the tree myself and I'll haul it all over to your house and leave it in your
Just
yard.
leave it there. Thanks.
And when you figure out what you're going to do with it, it'll just be part of the project.
It'll go away by itself.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
That'll fix everything. All right, well, let's keep looking at the college football. BYU with a 24-21 win over Utah.
Good win, man. That was a good, hard-fought football game.
was.
BYU's tough. They ain't good, but they're tough.
Well, one of the few unbeatens left in the country.
Yeah, Utah. You know what? I shouldn't say they ain't good. Utah was fully functioning. They brought everything they had. They just weren't good enough.
I got a feeling. Well, Utah or BYU's at Iowa State this week. My guess is they win that.
I do too.
And then they're at Texas Tech, and my guess is they score about 3 points in that game. It would be that's my bet.
I didn't leave that game thinking BYU was a contender.
No, I didn't either. But in the Big 12, everybody's a contender.
I guess that's true.
Which is kind of I don't know. I don't know if that's good or bad. Like there's nobody in the Big 12 I look at and go, man, that's a team that can make some noise in the playoffs.
I thought Tech was because that defense I thought was solid enough to keep them in games, and no, maybe not.
They're the only one that interests me against an actual good football team.
And I'm
Everybody
not
else
out on that. I'm still in on that. I still think that there's.
I am too.
Yeah.
But
you just how do you lose that game? You had no business being in it, and they let you in it, and you get
And
the
then you
lead,
still
and
blew
then
it.
You
Yeah.
still blow it. That's tough.
Missouri 23, Auburn 17. I swear the SEC officials
I didn't see any of this game.
Are out to get Auburn. This is the second week in a row Auburn's gotten shafted out of
the
a win.
third time this year, right?
I feel bad for them, honestly.
Well, losers lose. They do.
Yeah, I get it, but it's blatant. Like, what are we doing?
Kind of funny.
Like, what happened? The Georgia game, I was just clapping. Like, what are we? Come on, man. Like,
I agree, man.
They are.
All I know is I'm glad it's Auburn, not A&M.
Yeah.
Because this is the stuff that used to happen to A&M.
Here's what's happening, I believe. This is the conspiracy theorist in me. Georgia has a chance to be in the college football playoff. Auburn doesn't.
Why screw things up? No,
Missouri's got a chance to be in the college football playoff.
I think
Auburn doesn't.
I agree. I think
it's a shame.
Why screw it up?
But it's a shame. But I feel like it's happening. I really do.
The Big Ten does everything they can to protect their teams.
Of course.
So SEC is doing the same.
Missouri next week against Vanderbilt.
That's going to be a pretty good football team.
A
lot of yellow and black running around.
That might be a college football play-in game.
Could be.
Like the winner of that thing's got a real shot to be there, and the loser probably doesn't.
Who do you like? I think Missouri might.
I think I like
have
Vandy.
A puncher's chance. Vandy just. My problem with Vandy is I love Pavia so much that I feel like if he's down, they can't win, and that's not the case. They're more talented than they used to be.
I feel like Pavia's great and Bo Prabula sucks. So give me the team that's got a better quarterback.
He's so fun to watch, and I still look at Vanderbilt as a one-man team, and they're not. I mean, you don't do what you did this weekend. I know that it's LSU's down, but there's a lot of NFL players running around on that football field. You don't do that to a team full of pros like that unless you're really, really good.
Here, B. Wilson, the Tech fan. Come on, man. They played without their QB. However, it was
that
like they had
quarterback's won games, man.
He's already been in. Yeah, he's been in there.
I'm not. Again, you're allowed to have a bad game, Tech. I'm not out on you, but that's one of those you shouldn't have won it anyway. You got outplayed, but you were given by the gift of God a chance to win it, and you gave it back.
Yeah, they blew it. They just blew it. There's no two ways about it. Virginia, listen. Virginia's 6-1. They beat Washington State 22-20 somehow. They were down by 2 touchdowns going into the fourth quarter, and they somehow won it. I want to say this is like the Florida State game, the Louisville game, and now this game all should have been losses. Virginia is the worst 6-1 team in the world.
I will give them credit. They're kind of like Iowa was a couple years ago. They're not going to do a damn thing to lose it. You're going to have to beat them because they're not going to do anything spectacular. They're like a turtle. They just kind of hold up tight and dare you to do something that they're like Tony Bennett's old basketball team there at Virginia. Just ugly defense it up. You're going to have to do something spectacular to beat us. But it's been effective so far.
Rob, when they won that game, I said, "Oh my God, they've now won 3 phony games in a row." I said, "I am about to hammer a bet on whoever they're playing next." So I get out my phone and I'm digging through my app and I say, "Oh, they're at North Carolina next." I can't count on Bill Belichick to do anything. So I might have to wait a little while. But, yeah, Virginia's the most big fraudsters out there. South Florida's pretty damn good. They're a pretty damn good 6-1. They beat the hell out of Florida Atlantic 48-13.
They're the best group of 4 team by far. Them and Memphis.
Oh, no, Memphis lost to UAB.
I'm sorry, not Memphis.
Hit the road, Jack. They're out now.
Speaking of Mortenson's kid getting interviewed was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But, no, it's not, who's the Cincinnati's the team I was
Cincinnati's in the Big 12 now.
In my mind, they're still.
No, South Florida's the cream of the crop.
They're good.
Memphis blew their chance. What a dumb loss by Memphis. 31-24 to UAB. What I tell you, they were UAB was going to be stoked to have no Trent Dilfer on the sidelines. I said, I bet they give a great effort. Sure enough, not only give a great effort, they go out and win against Memphis.
They're off the field, they're celebrating the win, and the sideline reporter. So what do you think your dead dad would say right now? Like, man, give him a break for just a second. Are you thinking about your dead dad right now?
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Give him a break.
Cincinnati mollywops Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is
poor team.
They're the most embarrassing Power 4 team in the country.
Wish there's some teams that don't you wish you could just pull up the carpet and say, we're out. We this isn't good for anybody.
It's bad news.
Yeah, this isn't
bad news. 49-17 loss at home to Cincinnati. Oklahoma State is an absolute train wreck.
If relegation were a thing, they'd be in the Sun Belt next year.
And guess where they've got to go next? The Llano Estacado. Ooh. Get tortillas thrown at them.
Nothing cures what ails you other than Oklahoma. Although
Texas Tech, they're not going to score a point against Texas Tech.
But I will say to some, this is a little bit of a blood and guts rivalry. This is a little bit of a, if you got anything, this is one of those things that Oklahoma State, if they have anything. I
don't think they do.
No, they don't. They don't.
I mean, remember, they lost to Tulsa earlier this year. Tulsa.
No, don't you wish you could just say, hey, we're good, guys.
Let's call it.
Everybody else gets a W. We'll just call this one.
Yeah, and I feel bad for them because they don't even have West Virginia or Colorado on the schedule to give them a chance to win a game. They're gonna go 0 for the Big 12. They are going to finish 1-11. Their one win is going to be over an FCS team in UT Martin. It is an absolute train wreck at Oklahoma State, which in the next segment I want to talk about. There's 11 jobs open now. I want to kind of go through what are good jobs, what are bad jobs. I want to do that here in a little bit. And then Texas gets a win, 16-13.
An overtime. So they did it when it mattered.
I don't know how you could walk away. It felt like a loss to me.
Yeah, I've never seen a sadder winning team than Texas walking off the field. They tried to celebrate, but they realized, damn, this is going to be a long week.
Oh, it was almost. Remember earlier this year when the Cowboys beat the Giants, and it was like, oh, that didn't feel like a win.
No, it's but we'll take it. We'll take it. It's a W.
I get it. I mean, it beats the alternative of losing to Kentucky in overtime, but Kentucky outplayed them handily in this game. And if Kentucky missed a field goal, and Texas made a long field, Texas's special teams were better. That's about it. The yardage, Kentucky 395, Texas 179. They doubled them up plus
between the 20s
in yardage.
Stop them.
8 first downs in the game for Texas, 26 for Kentucky.
And there was 2 or 3 in the second half. That was it.
Time of possession, Kentucky 40 minutes, Texas 20. This was one-sided football.
So what do you do?
I don't know, because they're not sitting. And listen, as much as I bag on Arch, I'm bagging on Arch because he was billed as this savior, and also because Texas wanted. Texas fan was so excited to get Quinn Ewers out of the program so Arch could be the starter, and now you're seeing that Quinn Ewers was better.
Well, how do you fix this boat? I'm looking at this going, there's a distinct possibility. That there's 3 losses still coming.
There might be. This offensive line is so bad, and there's one. The left tackle is he's a 4-year starter. He's been good. The rest of these guys, it's like 5-star bust, 5-star bust, after bust after bust. Freshman who runs his mouth and has already gotten into legal trouble, and he can't. I mean, his passing grade from PFF was like a 19. They are so bad on that line. It's insane that they're even competitive in games, but their defense is going to keep them afloat in a lot of games that they shouldn't be afloat in, and that was the case again here. But
I think
when you're on the field with someone of equal talent, you're going to get smashed.
Well, all right, Texas fans going to start calling for blood here. There's a couple of losses that are going to come. I can't imagine that Texas manages to beat Georgia or A&M, or they have 3 coming.
Vanderbilt's the other one.
Of those 3, I can't imagine them winning more than one of those. And they could knock off Georgia, could knock off A&M, but they're going to lose 2 of those other ones. What is the hierarchy of so what do you do? You're going to have to do something. You can't run this back next year.
No, they're going to have to spend a lot of money in the NIL on.
So you're going to have to get
line.
some transfers. What about coaching staff? Is there something to be said about OC? I'm not Sark. Sark's good. I wouldn't fire. That's crazy. But there's something going on, and I don't know what it is. And there's going to be a change. I just wonder where it's going to come.
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm sure. Listen, Sark's already Texas is 5-2, and Sark is already feeling a bunch of pressure. The staff is feeling a bunch of pressure. They're 5-2, but we all know they're not 5-2 good. I said this though last week. winning that Oklahoma game is going to buy them a lot of time.
It will. I'm not mad. Sark has anybody who's saying fire Sark, you're crazy.
No, that ain't happening.
But I will say that Sark, to relieve some of this pressure that is growing, there's going to have to be something done, and it's not on the football field. I don't know. It's off the field, whether it's a change in responsibilities, maybe it's a demotion somewhere, but there has to be a tangible change.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do something. Doing nothing has gotten you here. And 5-2 is no disgrace. I mean, my goodness, you're 5-2. But
well, and one of them was to the best team in the country.
Yeah, so this can't maintain. And I'm not talking about radical change, but something to relieve the pressure, a demotion, a change, something you're going to have to shake the snow globe and do something different.
There have been 2 games all season long where I think Texas played up to expectation. One was against Sam Houston, which I don't even count, and the other's the OU game.
Yeah.
Everything else has been a massive disappointment. And quite frankly, the offense has been bad all season. All season. Their best offensive game came in a loss against Florida, and that ain't going to get it done, man. They're at Mississippi State this weekend. I imagine they'll handle Mississippi State because I think that's a pretty bad team.
They're not, yeah.
But like you said, Vanderbilt, Georgia, A&M.
There's 2 losses in there.
Yeah, probably. And I'll say this. If you're going to win, you better beat Vanderbilt better not be the only win out of those 3.
Well, I just think if you better win 2 out of those 3. It's just a 3, 4, 5 loss Texas team. Yikes!
To go from being back-to-back with a chance to play for a national title the last 2 years to going 8-4, which we were talking about this before the show. 8-4 is not. In most places, it's not a disaster.
It's the worst place to be, though.
But 8-4 at Texas, after what they've been doing, would feel like a real disaster.
To be just good enough to be talked about as a failure. I'd rather be awful.
You had back-to-back years of you're knocking on the door, and everybody was like, okay, now Texas is back, quote fingers. Now it's like you go 8-4, you're back to the drawing board is where
you
you're
really
back.
are. You really are.
But I will say, if you're able to beat Georgia on the road,
you beat A&M at home,
or you beat A&M,
that's good wins, man.
That's gonna buy you some grace. I'll say
I don't
that,
know how they do it today. The team that I watched this weekend can't beat any one of those 3
I'm with you. It's good, but also the team I watched. Shouldn't have beat Oklahoma.
I just don't get it. That game, you had just played that game, and then you took that performance to a moribund Kentucky team that was just ready for you to kick them out of the stadium. Like they would have left at halftime if you'd have just done half of what you did against OU.
Rewind in hindsight, this Texas team had Ohio State on the ropes.
They did play a good game
in the horseshoe. Like they could have beaten them there.
Mm-hmm.
How? How could this team do that?
That seems so long ago. I can't even remember.
It does. I don't know what to make of Texas. I don't know where they're going. I don't know what the ceiling or the floor is, quite frankly. All right, when we come back, I want to look at these coaching jobs, and I want to get your opinion on which ones are the best, because there's another one that opened up this weekend. We'll talk about that. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I'm going to put a scenario for you. It is a clean weekend. It is a work weekend out at your property. You got everybody coming in. You got a lot of work to get done, and you only got about 8 hours of a rented E-Wall Kubota to get it all done. You go to start that tractor, and one time out of 100, it doesn't start. You got everybody there. You got 8 hours to get this stuff done, or you won't have any help next weekend. Thank goodness you got your tractor from E-Wall Kubota, because you know that the service after the sale is how they've stayed in business. You give them a call, they're going to come out, they're going to get things fixed fast, they've got the parts in the building, and they're going to get you back on the business, back on the road and getting things done. That's why you go to E-Wall Kubota. First, you know that the product is going to be outstanding. You know you're going to get the very best for the dollar you spend. And remember, when you walk into E-Wall, they live by it. No reasonable offer is ever refused. So when time is money and you got to get things done, you better be dealing with E-Wall Kubota, because you know they're there to back you up. They're there to protect you. They've got the parts, they've got the service, and they've got all the equipment you absolutely need. And right now, if it's time to do some baling, if it's time to pull up some hay, it's no better time than going getting them right now. Their balers and their cutters have an extended offer from E-Wall Kubota. They're going to take it from 2 years to 4 years just for doing business with E-Wall. That's just part of what they do. But when it's time to get things done, you need to make sure your partners have the equipment, and your partners and everything you do is E-Wall Kubota. So if it's work stuff, you know exactly. The rental stuff, you know exactly what you're getting. If you're getting ready with your lease, you need to get up to that. Hey, it's time to go get yourself an ATV. Let me tell you, go out to any one of the Ewald Kubotas around South and Central Texas. You're going to be getting exactly what you're after. And please put in a good word for us. Tell us the Morning Huddle sent you by there. I'll say it again, and I'm always so proud to say it. From the Gulf of Mexico to the hill country of Texas, Ewald Kubota, they're your Kubota dealer.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday afternoon at 3:25. The Cowboys are in Denver taking on the Broncos at Empower Field at Mile High. Pre-game at 2:30. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim B. You like that? How about them Cowboys? 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio where I've practiced for more than 30 years. And San Antonio has really grown since I started practicing law. The risk of injury in a car crash today is greater than it's ever been because every day we're forced to share our roads with 80,000-pound 18-wheelers and some truly dangerous drivers. If you or a family member is injured in a car crash, know this. The insurance companies are mobilized against you. They have highly trained adjusters and a long roster of attorneys with one job: pay as little as possible. Their techniques are extensive, and I believe you have zero chance of obtaining a fair recovery on your own. If you're involved in a car crash, you need to hire an attorney as soon as possible after the collision and before you speak to the insurance company's adjusters. Now, I do not have a comic book nickname. I do not call myself the Law Eagle, the Tiger Lawyer, the Law Chupacabra. I think the practice of law needs to be taken more seriously. If you've been injured, call me, Jason Thompson, for a free consultation. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400, or my website, alawyerforus.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can easily find the right home insurance for you, even if it's not with Progressive. But if you don't choose us, then sure, okay, it's not going to work out. We're not going to cry about it or stay awake wondering what our future together would have looked like. We can't get emotionally invested, even if it sounds like we are. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer allows you to easily compare home insurance rates and coverages in one place, even if it's not with us. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. I love you. I shouldn't have said that.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Good morning, everybody. When there's lightning,
it always brings me down. I don't know why.
Do what?
Nothing.
It always brings you down?
Yeah, Ronnie James. This brings me down. It's
Oh,
just sad.
Yeah. All right. The coaching carousel keeps on spinning, and there's a new job.
Let's define what a good job is. What's a good college football coaching job?
A place where you have the ceiling that can win.
So you need an NIL bank account.
Helps. Fertile recruiting ground helps.
You need a fertile recruiting ground. What's the most important thing? What's the thing if you were a coach and you're looking around and you got your choices of Florida and Arkansas and
I think now it's how much money do you have to
So it is your recruiting and your NIL budget.
Yeah.
Would be the first thing I'd look at. And I think as coaches that would be primary to me too. And then everything else would follow suit.
All right. So here are the open jobs now that Florida's open. And I will say this. I think Florida at its peak is one of the 5 best jobs in the country.
It can be.
That's what
now
I mean.
It's not.
No.
But whoever takes this job can make that again. But
I mean, this is you are the big state school in probably the second best recruiting state in the country.
I completely agree. And right now, this is the best job. It's not always the best job available because there's a lot that comes with this Florida job. They do eat you young. I mean, Napier never really got off the ground. He never really could get things moving. But yeah, I think Florida is a very good job. But there's others out there I might look at first.
Now, of all the schools that are open right now, let me make sure I'm right. Yeah, there's 11 jobs open. If we go back 30 years, Florida's the only school that has won a national title in the last 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
So Penn State is a good job. I think Florida's a significantly better job.
The thing about Florida right now is they're a bad team with a lot of talent.
Yeah. So here was the last couple of coaches. Dan Mullen won football games but didn't have good players. So he exceeded expectation with what he was able to bring in. Napier's brought in great talent but hasn't been able to win football games. You got to find the right guy, obviously. In hindsight, Billy Napier coming from Louisiana Lafayette to Florida was probably too big of a step.
I don't blame him for trying. I think he was a good hire at the time. I was not mad at the hire. I think he deserved the shot when he got it. And he recruited well. And it just has come down to X's and O's.
Yeah. I can't now Florida's been mediocre for about 10, 15 years now. But again, in the last 30 years, they have 3 national titles. Nobody else, none of these other jobs even have one.
They had a Tebow.
That helped. I think Florida's the best job available.
It is as far as immediate potential to win, no doubt.
Penn State is a great job, probably a top 15 job in college football.
They're in the room. They're not in the penthouse, but they're right beneath. It's a great place to go, coach.
I think Penn State is is an equal adjacent job to Penn State. I mean to Texas A&M. That's why the people were saying Mike Elko. If I'm Mike Elko, I'm not leaving because unless there's like a cartoon amount of money offered. And if I'm Penn State, why would I offer a cartoon amount of money to Mike Elko? That he's not the kind of guy you would want.
It is a destination job, and it's the culmination of a lot of careers. I mean, it will be the end job. If they hire the right guy, it will be the last big job. But right now is the right time to take this Penn State job just because it'll be really hard to screw this up because they look at the last administration as an abject failure, and they shouldn't, but they will. And you're not going to be held to a very high standard once you get there.
They are also, when you talk about what money do you have to spend, they're also paying $45 million to make him go away.
Every college coach should either hate or love A&M, one or the other. But now that kind of buyout is just passé. Because A&M spent so much money to say goodbye, it made it awfully easy for Penn State to say goodbye to Franklin. It makes it awfully easy to say goodbye to these coaches with these buyouts because nothing will measure up to A&M. Nothing. Yeah. I mean, at least we're not A&M. We had to pay $50 million, but they had to pay $75.
And Indiana, I think, wisely gave Cignetti a raise and put a big buyout on him because it's gonna deter Penn State from paying Franklin's buyout and his buyout. That's a lot. I think the drop after those two goes from top 15 jobs to I don't think there's none of the other jobs are top 25 jobs. Let's say that. Arkansas is probably a top 40 job in the country.
You got a chance at an SEC job, yeah.
It is. I mean, it's an SEC
And
job,
there's
which is
a
great.
lot- whoever gets this job will be, at the very least, very well compensated.
But here's the thing about Arkansas. I don't think you can win a national title at Arkansas.
Well, it's SEC issues, but yeah, we'll see.
And you've got almost no in-state talent.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem to with an NIL that doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, you're right, but they've never had in-state talent, and we know what Arkansas is capable of. They can put together a very good football team. That's
in the last 15 years. In the last 15 years, Arkansas has finished the season in the top 25 one time.
But I will tell you this: I don't think you need to do that much at Arkansas to be very much loved. I don't think they know that they're in the SEC, and they have never really had a lot of success. I don't think you got to be great. I think if you go 8-4 at Arkansas every year, you don't ever get fired.
I think so too.
I don't think you ever have to worry. That might make it the best job there.
I think kind of one thing that makes it fly under the radar too is the investment that Arkansas has made in their basketball and baseball programs is helping football kind of fly under the.
I think so.
Arkansas is they've made championship aspiration investments in basketball and baseball.
Mm-hmm. And but the thing is, they still have enough money. Between Walmart and Tyson, they got enough money to fund the football team too. But again, I don't think that the expectation of anything more than 8-4 at Arkansas in a bowl game. Now, I'm not selling them short. Everybody wants to win, but I think as a head coach, you go 8-4 every year at Arkansas, they'll never fire you.
Oklahoma State.
Now, there's something to be said for arriving at a job that has literally there's nothing left. That you
scorched earth.
You can build a program kind of like Vanderbilt in your image. And if you go get the right coach and give him enough time and enough money, there is nothing that can hold you back. But you have to be dead solid perfect in your hiring.
Here is something that it's a little concerning. And I always say, like, Mike Gundy might have been the best coach Oklahoma State could get.
It's going to be hard over because Mike Gundy, he understood where he was.
In the history of Oklahoma State football, previous to Mike Gundy getting there, Oklahoma State was a sub-500 football team in their history until Mike Gundy got there.
They kept losing coaches to bigger programs. That's what they were known for there for a minute. But, yeah, Gundy was ideal for that situation. They're going to miss him. And Gundy got there doing exactly what the next coach needs to be. Get there, build it in your image, knowing full well you're just Oklahoma State. You want to upset a team every year, somebody, and win 7 football games. And you might have you could coach there 25 years, but it's for the perfect coach.
The one thing I think that Oklahoma State has an advantage of that Arkansas doesn't, and this is kind of like I still think Arkansas is a better job, but Oklahoma State, you can see a path to them winning the Big 12. Arkansas, I can't see a path to them winning the SEC.
All of that.
So I think that is a built-in advantage.
That's why I think I think Jeff Traylor is a prime candidate for Oklahoma State. If he wants to go take this on, he is the prime guy to do it.
Well,
because he's already proven he did it here with less money.
I wouldn't fault him if he did at this point. UCLA is open.
Another pretty decent job.
Yeah, it feels like it
because you have zero expectation.
That doesn't
nobody cares.
Someone said this: the idea of being the head coach at UCLA is much better than the reality.
Oh,
of being
yeah,
the
you
head
have to
coach
know
at
going
UCLA.
in there that you're not going to recruit very well. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to come watch you. So it's a pretty safe gig. You just got to be okay. Beat USC every other year. Beat a Big Ten school at home. And put out a couple of NFL dudes. I don't think you need to be much to be a decent coach at UCLA.
Yeah. I think the problem is they're going to spend the kind of money, I would guess, or if they don't spend the kind of money to invest in players, then do you really want to be an under-supported team in the Big Ten?
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
There's no path to winning the Big Ten for UCLA.
Never. No. What you can hope to get, if you're UCLA, go get yourself a hotshot offensive coach and land a 5-star quarterback every year. You know what I mean? Get a coach like Lincoln Riley, who's known for getting quarterbacks, and you can win a lot of football games knowing full well you ain't winning the Big Ten. You ain't going to win 6 games.
You know when the last time UCLA won the Pac-10? 1998, my senior year of high school.
This is a program that has now sunk to the depths where they're looking forward to the competition of the worst teams in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And that's their only hope. So if you get that job, the expectations are pretty nominal, man. Just get us get us to 500. We'll give you a raise.
All right. What about these two? I'll pair these two together because they're in the same conference. Virginia Tech and Stanford.
I would take the Stanford job just because I have the massive potential for growth. Weak conference.
Oh, you're in the same conference as Virginia Tech?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. But the lots of money side of things.
Okay.
I've seen them recruit to Stanford. I don't know how when they did. When David, what was the
David Shaw.
Shaw could get talent there, and you know you're not going to win. But if you're smart, like a genius level football player around the country, and Stanford comes calling and you got a chance to win, you kind of say yes to Stanford.
Yeah, both these programs have and they reached their pinnacles at different times, but both have been driven into the dirt in a way that it feels like it's hard to recover from.
And would you ever sign on in a conference where you knew half the time you were flying 3 time zones away to play? Every year you knew you had 4 3-day super long road trips coming at you every year.
I would if I were at USC or Oregon. I'm not doing it to play at Stanford or Cal.
But at Oregon, you've got a little bit of talent. But even then, when you take this job, you know full well you've got to take this caravan on the road 4 or 5 times. Now, get you ready for playoffs and all the other kind of stuff. But what a miserable season it would be.
Here's the non-P4 category. Oregon State, who's about to be in the Pac-12. They should probably should do well in that new league.
Yeah.
But you're competing to be the best. I guess at their best they can compete for that playoff spot.
I don't know. I don't know the kind of coach you hire. I don't know if you hire the guy to do what you're talking about, or you go hire the hottest young assistant you can find to light a fire under this program. I don't know what you do.
I don't know why this job can never get right, but Colorado State can never get right. Jay Norvell, who I actually thought was a pretty good coach,
2 years ago,
they just can't seem to figure it out. They spend money, they've got a brand new. I say a brand new. It's like a less than 10-year-old stadium. So for a G6 program, they've got great facilities.
Okay, so
and it's a great place to recruit to.
Yeah, it's a good place to go play, and they are a victim of their own previous success because they in their minds think they can go recruit these 4-star kids that are getting taken from them by bigger programs with more money. I just don't think that he can recruit the way that he used to be able to recruit.
UAB, which was it was a nice feel-good story a couple years ago. Like when they didn't have enough money to run a program, and now they got brought back. The biggest mistake they made was hiring Trent Dilfer, who's a dope. They tried to go for a brand name hire. It didn't work, and now you're back in the
this sounds
in the
crazy.
dirt.
And I know that this could never happen, but UAB needs to go hire a coach that's at the end of his career, that has no aspirations to go anywhere else, and is there to do one thing, to build a program in a way that will compete against the teams that they'll play against. Go get a coach that has had great success in other places, but only wants to coach for another 5 years, 10 years, and let him come there and settle this program down.
You know who I think they should hire? The guy that they got rid of when they brought in Trent Dilfer. So at UAB, Brian Vincent was the interim, and he went 7-6 that year at UAB. They fired him. He went to Louisiana Monroe, and he's actually he's pretty good.
Go find a guy that doesn't have any aspirations to leave. Just let him build a program. Don't be a first coach guy. Be the last stop from this coach.
And the last job opening is one of the worst jobs in the country, Kent State. I don't know who they're going to hire. It doesn't really matter.
I'd hire the best high school coach in the greater Dayton area.
Even though, think about it, the alma mater, Nick Saban, Lou Holtz, Gary Pinkel all went to Kent State.
It used to be a cradle, and that's what I'm saying. Go hire the hottest young coach that has never coached a college game in his life, and you never know. You might find something.
I would hire someone who played at Kent State, someone who and just hope for the best. Hope you find some gold.
Some kind of excitement.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll look at the losers of the week on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Dr. Jacob Torres is my doctor. I'm so proud to say that. When I first met Dr. Torres, he wasn't my general practitioner. I walked into the Institute for Functional Health looking to lose some weight. I'd been unsuccessful. Well, I shouldn't say that. I quite frankly had never really tried to lose weight. I didn't think I could was the problem. Dr. Torres convinced me that with a little bit of effort and the guidance that he and his staff can provide, that losing weight, if I do my 50%, they'll do their 50%, and between us, we get it done. And before you know it, I was losing weight, and I became a believer, not only in the process to losing weight, but in Dr. Torres himself and his attitude about healthcare. See, he taught me that, the first thing you can do is take care of yourself, and carrying too much weight is just too much to put on your body. So if you're carrying too much weight, if you are in that scale to where doctors are starting to talk to you about blood pressure medications and maybe pre-diabetes, if you heard those, call Dr. Torres today. He can put you on a path to where you can lose the weight without the GLP-1s and the semaglutides and all that stuff. You can do it on your own with a little bit of help and a great plan. And before you know it, you're going to feel better about yourself. You'll be functionally healthy. I want you to call Dr. Torres today. The number is 210-468-1891. His website, it's IFF Health. Trust me, go there. Answer the questions he asks. It will spur you to call. And when you do, I'm telling you, you'll never meet a more excited man than Dr. Torres. Listen, if it's time to lose weight, whether you're ready to or being told to, I want you to call Dr. Torres today. He's going to help you change your life. And when you do, I want you to come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your morning commute, avoid the downtown area if at all possible, right around the Fine Silver Curve area. This accident involving an overturned 18-wheeler still on its side. Quite possibly could have been carrying some lumber. Got a bit top heavy and just didn't make it. And it's still on its side, so they're going to have a heck of a time getting that upright and out of there, so just avoid it if at all possible. 35 upper level, southbound, that connector to westbound I-10 right at the Fine Silver Curve area. I-10 westbound Foster Road accident taking up the left lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the latest fall looks, all for under $30. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com.
Last year, we bought over 54,000 cars from your friends and neighbors at GiveMeTheVin.com. Why did they sell us their cars? It's because you're worth more, and your car's worth more. I know that, and you know that. That's why I created GiveMeTheVin.com. It's the fastest and easiest way for you to sell your car for more money when it's time to sell. I'm sitting here waiting on the other end of GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
Cancer claims our loved ones every day. When the Byer family lost company founder Perry Byer to cancer, they established Byer Cares. And this October, during Cancer Awareness Month, Byer Boys will donate a portion of all service fees to the American Cancer Society. Please join us in our fundraising goal by visiting ByerCaresFoundation.com. There's a can in cancer, because together We can beat it.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com. Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Is it just me, or has watching television gotten way more complicated than it used to be? There are a million different services, lots of stuff you want to watch but can never find, and don't get me started on the bills. Well, thankfully there's Philo, a better way to TV. For as low as $33 a month, I get the channels I love, MTV, BET, Food Network, you name it, plus everything that AMC Plus has to offer. And guess what? They've added access to HBO Max Basic with ads plan and Discovery Plus, so I can enjoy all the best TV with one subscription. The best part? There are no contracts, no surprise fees, and just one low price. And their DVR is awesome too. I can save everything I love on Philo for up to a year and skip the ads when I rewatch them. That's a total game changer. I signed up directly at philo.tv. That's PHILO.tv, so I could lock in the best price around. Philo's the easiest decision I've ever made. Now the hard one is trying to decide what to binge next.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we are going to react to a wild football weekend, both college and pro, including the Dallas Cowboys.
How did they do against the Commandskins? Plus, the Texans play on Monday night at Seattle.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Rob's first concert.
Slow ride, baby.
Yeah. Oh, slow ride.
Fog
Take
hat
it easy.
and UFO. Need more cowbell.
More tambourine.
That's right, baby. All right. Let's do it. Let's take a look at the losers.
You lose. You are such a loser. You're a bona fide schmuck.
Time now to find out who blew it this weekend. The losers.
You bunch of losers! Look who's back. It's the loser.
I'm going back to a better class of losers.
With AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hello, losers.
I'll go first here, Rob. I feel bad saying this because they were such a good story all year. Milwaukee Brewers, what a bunch of losers. You make it all the way to the NLCS.
Well,
you got a chance to go to a World Series.
They lost to Godzilla.
You scored 4 runs in 4 games total?
Dude.
One run per game?
They are up against something much bigger than themselves, man. They are an afterthought. After Friday night, they are a blip.
We didn't talk about it.
Oh!
Shohei Ohtani had maybe the greatest athletic performance we will ever see in our lives.
You know what? Milwaukee, just be glad you were there to witness that. They were an afterthought.
But 4 runs?
I know.
4?
I'd shoot. It was
Come
that
on.
was so, and it's funny. My biggest loser is also baseball, and it's that in Seattle they're not losers. But
Not
I
yet.
felt so bad for them last night. I mean, home game 6. You just need a little bit, and before you know it, you're down 4-0 before you get back from the beer. I mean, I felt so bad. That poor Seattle fandom. They were just rocked. It was like watching a game at a funeral. poor Seattle. Man.
Yeah, that's it. That'll be a good one tonight. Game
fandom.
7.
Oh, this should be fun. But last night, poor Seattle. They're never going to get it. Never going to see it.
Poor guys. Poor guys. I know we've talked about it. I don't care. Brian Daboll, dude, you can't lose that game. You can blame Brian Daboll, the kicker, Jackson Dart. I don't care who it is. The Giants as a whole, this is such a gigantic L. And the Giants aren't good. They're not supposed to win those games. But to lose the way that they did, that's what's so embarrassing.
It's hard to get over that kind of loss.
You cannot lose like that. They're pathetic.
The only worst loss, Carson Wentz is a loser. I think he is playing as good as he can. I mean, it wasn't a terrible game yesterday, but losers lose. That's what they do. And 2 interceptions, both of those early interceptions were right when Minnesota was about to start to take off, it felt like. They had a couple first downs, they get some rhythm, and then Carson becomes Carson. There was some talk yesterday that he might be the guy that, even when McCarthy gets healthy, that maybe Wentz should probably finish things out because at least you know who you got. Well, no, he reaffirmed exactly who you got, and I'd much rather see a rookie.
Mike McDaniel, also a loser, and he's having to answer questions every week about his job security, and I guess he's doing it the best he can, saying, like, listen, if I sit here thinking about my job security, it means I'm not thinking about making this football team better, which I'll accept that as a reasonable reply. But you're the head coach of a team who had 13 penalties yesterday. It's a nightmare. And you can only say, I've got to coach better so many weeks in a row after an embarrassing loss before you're not allowed to coach better anymore.
No.
You have to go home.
I think he is the classic definition of the Peter principle. There's just too much on his plate. He might still be a good OC, I don't know, but he's a terrible head coach.
They had a good run, 2 years ago, and it made everybody think, like, oh, this is that offense was a gimmick. And the offense, when it's humming, when everybody's healthy, can still be good, but the defense is always trash. You tied yourself to the wrong quarterback in Tua. He's no good. And you keep just banging your head against the wall. This dude's a loser.
No getting past it. There's nothing worse than proving your merit or the lack thereof by your absence. And Kyler Murray by his absence. When you're not there and the team, your terrible team still loses, but they look 50% better by your absence. Just because, and it's not like the guy that stepped in was any better. In fact, he's not nearly as talented as you.
No.
But you're a loser, man. Your absence, your team still lost because you're still on the team, but the backup quarterback is better for you. And worse yet, they play harder for a dude that isn't very good than you.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
You're a loser, man.
Our boy Justin Fields got benched.
I was half right. I felt like there was no way that Aaron Glenn could start Justin Fields again and keep his job. Well, I think he realized at halftime that's where I am.
I mean,
he's done. Justin Fields is done, right?
And Justin Fields said as much. He said, they asked him about if he asked to come out. He's like, no, it wasn't my choice to leave the game, but I'm just going to try and be the best teammate I can be. Well, trust me, dude.
So
the best thing you can do as a teammate is not be on the football field. He is so bad.
So is he now Trey Lance that we will never see him again? Is he just – because what do you do? He can't come back to the Jets. I mean, they're not – I guess he plays if somebody gets hurt.
I mean, Tyrod Taylor will get hurt.
So
I don't know. I mean, the Jets are in a weird spot because let's say Tyrod Taylor wins 3 games in a row. What do you do? Do you suddenly pretend like Tyrod Taylor's going to be your quarterback next year?
You don't have a quarterback. Now you're searching, and you don't want to win games, but I'm not sure the current head coach, no matter what quarterback you bring in, could win. But at least he made one command decision, and Justin Fields leaving the field, at the very least, if I'm on that team, I feel like at least he won't lose the game like he would have before.
Oh, yeah. It's a disaster. And thankfully for the Jets, Justin Fields is no longer on the field, but the Jets, the pain continues, which I gleefully accepted.
And I hate the fact that I talk about him like I do, but the poor kid, he didn't ask for any of this. He was thrust into this situation. But gosh, I've never been happier to see a guy go away for a franchise for his mental
Yeah, for his sake,
and their
I guess
team
so.
At least a glance toward the future, because he's just in over his head. He's just not very good.
He is clearly a mess. And I don't know if it's Trey Lance, like he's never going to get another chance because he's already shown more than Trey Lance was ever able to show. But it's hard for me to imagine ever there's never going to be a time where someone says, we're going to bring in Justin Fields to be our starter. Like that ship has sailed. It's gone. Over. Goodbye. All right, we got 1 hour of programming left. You know what I'm going to do on the other side, Vic?
Pizza.
I'm going to give away some pizza.
Oh, yeah, the mellow
some
mushroom.
Mellow mushroom. It's a Mellow Mushroom Monday. I'll give you some of that coming up on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the San Antonio Sports Star Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Starbucks. The pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks, handcrafted with their signature espresso and real pumpkin sauce. Then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. PSL. Get it while it's hot or iced. Only at Starbucks.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
And Doug.
Here we have the Limu Emu in its natural habitat, helping people customize their car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Fascinating. It's accompanied by his natural ally, Doug.
Limu, is that guy with the binoculars watching us?
Cut the camera. They see us.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Is it just me, or has watching television gotten way more complicated than it used to be? There are a million different services, lots of stuff you want to watch but can never find, and don't get me started on the bills. Well, thankfully there's Philo, a better way to TV. For as low as $33 a month, I get the channels I love, MTV, BET, Food Network, you name it, plus everything that AMC Plus has to offer. And guess what? They've added access to HBO Max Basic with ads plan and Discovery Plus, so I can enjoy all the best TV with one subscription. The best part? There are no contracts, no surprise fees, and just one low price. And their DVR is awesome too. I can save everything I love on Philo for up to a year and skip the ads when I rewatch them. That's a total game changer. I signed up directly at philo.tv. That's PHILO.tv, so I could lock in the best price around. Philo's the easiest decision I've ever made. Now the hard one is trying to decide what to binge next.
Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and respect. A firm backed by a track record of success and commitment to our clients. If you've been injured, trust Thomas J. Henry, San Antonio, Texas.
Energy slipping away, losing your edge? Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center offer a quick free T-test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting at TRTMVP.com.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can easily find the right home insurance for you, even if it's not with Progressive. But if you don't choose us, then sure, okay, it's not going to work out. We're not going to cry about it or stay awake wondering what our future together would have looked like. We can't get emotionally invested, even if it sounds like we are. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer allows you to easily compare home insurance rates and coverages in one place, even if it's not with us. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. I love you. I shouldn't have said that.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your morning commute, avoid the downtown area if at all possible, right around the Fine Silver Curve area. This accident involving an overturned 18-wheeler still on its side. Quite possibly could have been carrying some lumber. Got a bit top heavy and just didn't make it. And it's still on its side, so they're going to have a heck of a time getting that upright and out of there, so just avoid it if at all possible. 35 upper level, southbound, that connector to westbound I-10, right at the Fine Silver Curve area. I-10 westbound Foster Road accident taking up the left lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys are back to 500. They sit at 3-3-1 after a convincing 44-22 win over the Washington Commanders. In college football news, the latest AP poll is out this weekend, and Texas A&M rose to number 3. Tech has fallen all the way to 14th after losing to Arizona State, while the Texas Longhorns survived a scare in Lexington, but fell to 22, despite their win over Kentucky. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey there, 9:01 on the Morning Huddle. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Couple quick thoughts. Vegas learned their lesson.
At least in college they did.
Last week when, remember we were saying, well, is Texas a 13.5-point road favorite against Kentucky? Well, this week, 6.5-point favorites against Mississippi State. They said, let's tamper our expectations a little. Let's just slow this down. Slow it down.
Texas better look out.
Oh, they're in trouble.
Yeah.
They are in trouble.
Mississippi State, this could be a season-saving kind of game.
Have you seen the line for A&M LSU?
No, I haven't. I would guess probably come in at about 2, 3, maybe 4.
A&M minus 2.5 on the road. Yeah. I would guess that we see 3s. So I think if you like A&M, you should bet it now. I do like A&M. I think this LSU team is phony.
I think this is a chance.
And I know it's LSU at night.
Well, much like what's his name at Notre Dame ended Pittman's career.
Mm-hmm.
I think Elko has a chance to go in the run for Brian Kelly in Baton Rouge this weekend.
I think they put it on them. But yeah, interesting the way that these teams are looked at a lot different, because A&M was a little disrespected last week, although it proved to be right that Arkansas was going to be tough on them. But very short favorite here at LSU this time.
Well, this is one of those blood and guts rivalries, so there is some evening out of. But this is a pivotal moment in A&M's history, because this is a team that's on the ropes, that you should go on the road in a tough place to play no matter what. And if you can put it on them, if you can do what you're capable of, I think that the heads that are starting to look at you will now start to acknowledge that this is a legitimate SEC championship-worthy team. Not number one. They might still be third in the conference, but they got to be considered when you're talking with Georgia and Alabama if they take care of LSU the way they should anyway.
Okay, I'm going to give you 2 options, and I want you to tell me which is going to be the wider line. Option A, Wisconsin at Oregon. I'll give you 3. Option B, Stanford at Miami.
Oh. God, all right.
Option C is I already said the Oregon one, right? Oh yeah. Option C, Oklahoma State at Texas Tech.
Oh. A.
Oregon is a 34.5-point favorite.
I like it. I like it.
Oregon is 34 and a half.
That's just on general principle.
I'm not going to say it's. I'm not going. I might bet on Oregon actually.
You think they got? I mean, that's a boatload of points. Yeah,
look what they just did to Rutgers.
I know. Yeah, you're right. That's what I should say. They did.
I mean,
they traveled 1,000 miles and scored a 50 burger.
Fully
so, yeah.
capable.
Yeah.
Fully capable. Miami minus 30.5 against Stanford.
Well, I think there's a little bit of some revenge. Not revenge. I think that we know Miami's not as bad as we saw them against Louisville.
Well, and Stanford just had a huge win against Florida State.
I saw Stanford was headhunting. When was the last time Stanford had been called for a personal foul?
I don't know.
So I still think Miami might be the most likely candidate to whoop Stanford.
The biggest spread is Texas Tech. 39-point favorites against Oklahoma State.
Which makes them but that's another one of those, Tech fan and Oklahoma State, they're kind of the same type of people. I don't know. Yeah, they're that much better. I'm
just going to wait till late in the week and I'll bet Oklahoma State under 13.5 points or whatever. They're not going to score. Oklahoma, especially Tech is going to be pissed off coming off a loss. Yeah, Oklahoma State's going to get their bleep pushed in, unfortunately.
Tech's not as good as Miami.
No, they're not.
And both of them are stinging. I was just trying to figure which one would be the team that I would least like to play, and right now it's Miami.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Yeah,
both of them coming off that first, and we saw what Oregon did coming off their first loss. They were not pleased. Not pleased one tiny iota.
New Yorker's a football show.
Yeah. Game 7 in Major League Baseball tonight. The last 17 Game 7s. Home team 9-8.
Mm-hmm. Not much.
Coin flip.
And this has been a roadie series, so I guess I'm just really sad for Seattle right now. I think it's gonna. If I was a Seattle fan, man, this is gonna be a long day till first pitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now here's the money line. Seattle is a plus 110 dog. Toronto minus 130 favorite. Shane Bieber and George Kirby. I felt bad yesterday for the Mariners because they've got put in a spot early on where Logan Gilbert gave up 4 early runs, and it was like, well, I told my wife, she was like, why aren't they taking him out? I said,
for who?
I said, the problem is if you take him out now,
you don't got nobody tomorrow.
You're burning up tomorrow.
Yeah.
I said when you're up 3-2, you have to manage differently than if you're down 3-2. Because they have to save some arms. And I think they did a good job of that. I said, until the Mariners start hitting, I would have kept Logan Gilbert out there. I would have said, dude, you're throwing until we score some runs.
I hate watching him pitch, though.
Why?
That weird bring-up that he has, that weird kind of flop over his shoulder glove bring-up.
It's weird because he always looks
disconcerting.
Like his face was all red. It looked like he was crying.
Yeah.
And that Treya Savage for the Blue Jays, 22 years old.
That smoke, man.
I couldn't believe this. The youngest pitcher ever to take the ball for his team in an elimination game, like a team where they're about to be eliminated. I shouldn't say the least experienced. He had 3 major league starts before this.
Welcome to the big leagues, baby.
What a game.
Yeah.
The idea that when Schneider went out there to get the ball from him, the fans started booing. Like, are you crazy taking this guy? And then they gave him a standing O. I mean, the Blue Jays fans were loving what they saw out of that kid last night, and what a game he threw for Toronto when they needed it. This has been a great series, and now winner take all. Which anytime there's a Game 7, it's worth a watch.
This feels imminent, though.
You think Blue Jays?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the offense is in the last 3 games they've kind of found they're 4 or 5 runs a game.
Here's my question for you: who's got a better chance against the Dodgers?
I don't think either of them do. Toronto can score some points, so maybe Toronto.
That was my thought, but I also thought the Mariners have good pitching. If you can limit, if you can make it a bunch of 3-2 games, but
you better hope that the Dodgers are down in Cabo over relaxing because they're by far the better team.
Okay,
by far.
Going back to Friday night. And you've been alive a little
Never
longer than me.
No, I'm like everybody else. It reminded me so much of when you go to a 4th grade name your sport, and there's one kid that is better than everybody on the field, that can throw the pitches, that catches the balls, that plays first base, and does everything, and they win 5-0 because him. Without him, it's a bunch of chickens running around. And this is him separating from professionals. I've never seen anything like to do that. The first inning, the first home run, and then to step out after the home run and strike out 2 dudes. I've never seen anything like it.
Unbelievable. I think it was the greatest single game performance I've ever seen in any sport in history.
Maybe I can find an equal. There's certainly never been a better. That was just talking about it right now, AJ. The hair on my arms rises because I've been doing this a long time. I've been in the sports media business for a quarter of a century. Dude, and you start thinking, I'm not going to see things that like this.
I said Shohei Ohtani hits 3 home runs on a night where he also pitched 6 innings of shutout ball with 10 strikeouts. I said, we are witnessing absolute greatness. And somebody was like, when did you turn into Jeff Passan?
What are you talking about?
It's like, dude, everybody can see this is insane. This is incredible.
If he wouldn't have even hit a home run, if there wasn't even any home runs, the 10 strikeouts, 6 scoreless innings would have been enough from a dude who last year, keep in mind, was in the middle of he wasn't allowed to hit or to pitch.
Yeah. He had Tommy John surgery.
Well, not even really. He had the little one. He didn't even have the real one.
He had a torn UCL.
So he gets to heal, and now this, I don't know. I can't imagine seeing a feat like, and I can't even find its equal. It would be like maybe a quarterback throwing for 350 and 3 touchdowns and running a kickback or intercepting 2 passes. I mean, what is its equivalent? There is none.
I can't imagine one. I can't. And I've seen some. There's been some incredible feats in sport. Like, remember when Dion played a football game and a baseball game on the same day? That's incredible.
Epic.
Like, there's a lot of things that have happened in the history of time that are awesome.
But not the dominance on the field in 2 entirely different genres. To throw strikeouts and to hit 450-foot home runs in the same.
I was a big, staunch, I don't care, steroid accusations or not. I said Barry Bonds is the best player I've ever seen with my eyes, and I would have bet $1 million he would be the best baseball player I ever saw with my eyes. I was wrong. Shohei Ohtani is the best baseball player I've ever seen with my eyes, and I can't speak to Babe Ruth or Willie Mays or Mickey Mantle or Hank Aaron. I'm sure they were great. I've never seen anything like this.
I don't know where there's another one coming. Can they make another baseball player that can do this?
Somebody said, "I'll die on the hill that if U.S. sports didn't make players pick, we would have plenty of Americans who could do what Ohtani's doing right now." I was like, "There's zero chance of that, zero." Because if you don't. Yes, a lot of coaches make you decide whether you're going to be a hitter or a pitcher, but if you don't really lock into doing one or the other, you're never going to be as great as you can at one of them. That's the scary thing. Like, imagine if Ohtani didn't pitch, how good of a hitter he'd be, or if he didn't hit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The 6 innings of 10 strikeout ball alone is to go, wow, that guy is really good. And, oh, by the way, he can also hit. He didn't last. No, we got the 3 dingers and that's I'm glad I saw social media and it told me to get over and watch it. I wasn't paying attention.
This is going to be one of those things that one day I'll be telling my grandkids about Shohei Ohtani, and there's going to be some dude, his name's going to be like Billy Thornton or somebody who's going to be like some hotshot baseball player. They're going to be, oh, Billy Thornton's better. And I'm like, you have no idea. Yeah. You have no idea. I'm going to be like my grandpa was with Jim Brown.
Or Joe Louis.
Where I'm going to be like, Jim Brown? You think Jim Brown's better than Barry Sanders? Are you out of your mind?
And those old men lose their mind when you start to argue with them.
Oh, yeah. They're like, Barry Sanders wouldn't last 10 minutes in a game when Jim Brown played.
Well, I am that with Ohtani.
That will be me with Shohei Ohtani. Back in my day, we had a fella come from across the sea and hit home runs and strike you out.
He had his manager put in prison. That's covering his bets. He was so good.
He was so good. They
didn't even care.
They locked up his pal.
He could bet on baseball.
Just to let him keep playing.
They knew
They
this
wouldn't
was
let
coming.
Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame, but they said, we're going to make sure that Ohtani stays in the Hall of
He's
Fame.
that good. And Ohtani was
That
7
good.
feet tall.
Oh, yeah.
8'4", 320 pounds.
We're going to say he was Judge size. We're going to say he was Aaron Judge size. That's what it'll grow to.
His baseball bat was a railroad tie. You wouldn't have believed it.
The most unbelievable thing I've ever seen.
It was. I'm so, again, just thinking about it, I'm very rarely do you I'm watching a TV screen going, I can't believe I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Strikeout after, smoke. And if you were doing that, I don't know how I would act.
About 3 years ago, like we watched an Ohtani game, me and my boys, and we're like, this is incredible. So I said, you know what? Next time Ohtani pitches,
let's go.
We're gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
And we drove to Anaheim, and they bumped his start, so he didn't pitch. He only hit.
And still
0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. I was like,
oh wow.
I was like,
You saw
oh
him.
man, I did get to see him with my own eyes. It was like it was not a fun game.
Just utterly amazing. And I get the sense that, strangely, this is repeatable, man.
Oh my
He's
God.
going to do it again.
He is like, I keep thinking to myself, I was thinking about this after they won the championship series, after they won Game 4. I said, imagine being like Mookie Betts or Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
And like,
he's so much better than me.
Yeah. You're like really great.
you've been
And
the
you're
best
still
dude.
like, oh my God, I'm not the dude on our team.
Anymore.
Like, how humbling. And then imagine being like one of the bullpen pitchers who has to come in and high-five Ohtani in the high-five line after you guys win and be like, oh, my God, I just touched Shohei Ohtani's
No
hand.
kidding. Hopefully it rubbed off just a little bit.
I just touched his hand, guys. Like,
when fellow
Insane.
pros bow their head at you, like, oh, my God,
Dude.
you are great.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen anything like that.
This is Gretzky stuff.
Yeah, it really is. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Baseball needed. It's too bad. I don't think enough people saw it. It was kind of tucked away on a Friday night. You know, I didn't start the game. Thank God for social media. Thank God for social media. 3 innings in, they're like, "This is unbelievable, man. This is unbelievable." I got there. I got there at the top of the 4th.
I think we're all going to see it now.
Holy cow! Holy cow!
All right. When we come back, you know what? Let's do this right now. Let's give away a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom right now. It's a Mellow Mushroom Monday. Get up there, 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Eat yourself some of that delightful Mellow Mushroom pie. Some of the best in town, no doubt. We got $50 for caller number 3. Enjoy that. When we come back, though, we're going to play a little game called The Stat is Right. Oh, yeah. You thought I forgot, huh? You thought I wasn't going to let you go to the Cowboy game? Oh, yeah. We're playing it. We'll do that coming up next. Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and heads up if your travels are taking you in, out, around the downtown area, right around the Fine Silver Curve area. 35 upper level southbound connector to westbound I-10. This is going to be closed several more hours, so just avoided early this morning an accident with an overturned 18-wheeler carrying some roofing material, so traffic is being forced to continue on 35. Alternate, you can just exit early, use those side streets to get around the closure. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay. Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at the prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Last year, we bought over 54,000 cars from your friends and neighbors. Why did they sell us their cars? Because we pay more at GiveMeTheVin.com. And why do we pay more? Because you and I both know that your car is worth more than others will offer you. And your time is worth more too. I'm John Clay Wolf, and I created GiveMeTheVin.com. Sell me your car faster and hassle-free because you're worth more.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Big color, bigger savings. It's Sherwin-Williams' biggest super sale. Get 40% off paints and stains October 17th through the 27th, with prices starting at $29.39. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $600 plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Pros don't just show up. They prove how it's done, with precision and without shortcuts. Makita tools are built the same way, with a dedication to lasting quality, trusted performance, and results that reward your effort year after year. When the job calls for the best, call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday afternoon at 3:25. The Cowboys are in Denver taking on the Broncos at Empower Field at Mile High. Pre-game at 2:30. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim B.
You like that? How about them Cowboys?
94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
I'm hungry for some Burger King. Want some BK?
I craved Burger King for maybe the first time, I don't know since when, like about 2 days ago.
Well, it's this song always puts me in the mind of a Burger King.
Really?
Really?
When I get busy.
I never associate this with Burger King, I guess. But I would have liked some the other day. I ended up not getting it.
I crave the flame broiled once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
I always have regrets because when I was young, like in high school, I used to go to Burger King all the time because they had 99-cent Whoppers.
Yeah.
And it was it said for a limited time, but at the time my dad would give me $5 a day for lunch. And
Man, you were rich.
You're rich.
I know I was very wealthy, very wealthy.
I got $1 and whatever in for some milk.
So
that was it.
I got $5 a day for lunch, and I would go to Burger King. Sometimes I'd go to Subway, and that's when like all the footlongs were less than $5. But usually I'd go to Burger King because I could get like 3 Whoppers and a drink, and
there you go.
And it always said for a limited time, Whoppers 99 cents, and I was like, Whoppers are always going to be 99 cents. Now Whoppers are like $11.
12.
I don't even have a Burger King within 5 miles of my house.
Really?
No, I'm not anti. I just don't go. But every time I hear this, if I'm ever down with a digital
just like
underground,
those Arby's has those steak bites. I don't even know where there's an
that's
Arby's
terrifying,
at.
man.
I can't believe that.
That
I
is
saw that commercial. I said, I've
terrifying.
got no interest in that. I used to work at Arby's.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I ain't eating steaks.
Because you can have a horse steak. Notice they didn't say beef.
Yes.
Oh, it could be horse.
It's just meat. It's Beth.
Yeah. I don't know.
Grade F.
Estrada said he's never even had Burger King.
I love Burger King.
They're
Don't
few
get me
and
wrong.
far
It's
between.
good.
That's wild. Yeah, they do some silly gimmicks. Like remember they did the what do they do? The chicken fries. I'm not interested in chicken fries.
Reconstituted chicken.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't want that.
I can still sing the Whataburger from the 70s commercial. The hold the pickle, hold the lettuce.
What about Whopper when they
you can have it your way at Burger King.
BK, have it your way. They had you for a minute.
Yeah. They had us.
I never ended up eating there. I remember the one Whopper, 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 Whopper. It's like, damn, you guys aren't even trying anymore.
Yeah,
well, we got to fill a 30-second spot.
This is what they paid $100,000 for.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They had that first. They had that first one, and it was like, okay, that worked. And they're like, we got to keep squeezing this lemon. All right, let's do the stat is right, Vic.
All right, hold on. Let me find it.
So we do this every week that the Cowboys have a home game. We call it the Stat is Right, and it's now time for the next edition of the Stat is Right. I'd like to introduce your hoster with a moster, with a mustache that says, I've turned off my body cam. His name is A.J. Hoffman. Or A.J. Barker.
I was going to say, the hoster with the moster, with the mustache of a molluster.
That's tomorrow. A molluster. Don't pull his finger. A.J. Barker!
Thank you, everybody! Thank you, everybody! Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Stat is Right. And today's stat.
Or this week's stat.
This week's stat. Yeah, I meant to say this week. Thanks for correcting me, Vic, in front of everybody and embarrassing me. Dakota Prescott, who's having a phenomenal season. Okay. 3 more touchdowns last week. Look at that. What a guy, this Dak Prescott.
He's an envelope.
How many passing yards will Dakota throw for this week? And if you are the closest to that, you will be going to the Arizona game next weekend in Dallas. So that's the big question. How many yards will Dak Prescott throw for?
264, and then prior to that, 261 and 237.
Okay. But he's also had some big ones, hasn't he?
No, he's had some good games. I mean, but I think if you're going like, what do you expect over the
What
last
do you
3
expect?
weeks? We're right in there about 260, between 230 and 260. So I don't know.
Now,
That'd be
and
my
also
bet.
it's at Denver. Denver's a tough defense.
And now he's got a host of 2 wide receivers, though. Pickens might be 1A, man. They're throwing the ball well. That's a good offense. I don't know.
So how many yards will Dakota throw for against the Denver Broncos? Closest to that number is going to win tickets to the Arizona game. Let's go with, first I'll give the number, 210-656-3776. Let's go with caller number 9. 9.
Number 9.
Not
6, 7?
9 times.
6, 7.
9 times.
9 times.
God, these AI videos where it's like, it's. I can usually tell when it's AI, but they're doing crazy things with these now,
Well,
like where
bears attacking people on patios.
No, like someone snatching the mic away from MLK,
Oh, yeah.
and like, and I saw one where it was Cam Scattaboo, but when he took his helmet off, it was a guy who
I've seen it.
clearly had Down syndrome.
6, 7.
And he just kept yelling, 6, 7! 6, 7! I was like, oh my God. Like, this is wrong, but it makes me laugh.
I'm pretty sure that's what Scattaboo looks underneath that.
It makes me laugh, but it is wrong. All right. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world outside of sports. People keep dying.
Well, that's, you know.
Yesterday, the bass player for Limp Bizkit died. Sam Rivers died.
Was it unexpected?
I think it was. Yeah, they didn't give a cause of death, but they did say that he just died. And I was like, well, that's weird. And then today, you probably don't remember this. You were probably too old to remember this. But like for me, when I watched pro wrestling when I was a kid, there was a pro wrestling team called the Men on a Mission, and they were these two giant black guys.
Oh.
And one of them had already died. The bigger, fatter one had already died. His name was Mabel, and then the other one's name was Mo, and then he died yesterday. I got a text from Mark Henry. He's a pro wrestler, and he was like, did you know that Mo died? And I was like, no, I don't know Mo. And he's like, oh, I thought you guys knew each other.
Old boys.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so no surprise that they died, but they did die. And I'm always looking for, like, I always want to know, like, what was cause of death on everybody. And there's never enough, like, information about these deaths, celebrity deaths. And then Jesus Montero, former Mariners and Yankees catcher, died. He had, like, a car accident in Venezuela or something like that.
And Tampa Bay running back passed as well.
Doug Martin. Yeah. Like, what's going on with all these people dying young, too? Very, very, very unfortunate.
Well, with wrestlers, I'm not surprised.
The world goes on. Okay. The latest in movies. You got any movies you've been wanting to go see at the
Well, there's that new it's got our favorite weird Texan actor, and she's, I don't know what it is. Begonia. Begonia's coming out.
Amelia Bedelia? Begonia? What
It's
is
called
Begonia?
Begonia.
Oh, no, I haven't even heard of this.
That's out. Tron is out, which I wouldn't mind seeing, but no, I haven't.
Tron is one I want to see.
Nothing has drawn me in yet.
Number one at the box office, The Black Phone 2.
Well, I saw. Didn't they stream the first one? Wasn't that on a streaming service, and it was such a success they decided they'd put it in the theaters?
I'm not sure. I watched Black Phone 1.
Me too.
And I liked it.
And I saw it streaming, though. I don't think I saw it in the theaters.
Really? I think I did see it in the theaters.
Oh, maybe it was a theater release. Oh, that was a good movie, and it's Halloween. I get it.
Yeah, I like Ethan Hawke.
That's Ethan Hawke. That's right.
Yeah, that's a pretty good. And it says this was a huge bump for Latino viewers. 40% of Latino moviegoers, 40% of them went to see Black Phone 2. And that's up from 30%.
How do they know?
They keep track of this, I guess, somehow. Science. I don't know how it works.
On how many tacos were sold? We sold out of nachos. Well, you never know.
40% Latino in there. Latinx with all the nacho sauce we sold. You know how many jalapenos we went through?
All the hot sauce is gone.
All the jalapenos are gone.
I think it's based on how many Modelos they serve.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the big way to do it. But that's the big theater, the big phone or Black Phone 2.
Is that DiCaprio movie out that everybody says is life changing?
Yes, I haven't gone to see it. One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
It was fourth worldwide now. It's had a global haul of $162.5 million so far. This is its fourth weekend. It made $15.8 million.
Well, the reviews are ridiculous.
So the top 5 this weekend was Black Phone 2, Tron, Good Fortune.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what Good Fortune is either. I haven't seen any commercials for it or anything. One Battle After Another, that's a DiCaprio movie, and then Roofman.
I don't know what that was.
Which Roofman is it's Channing Tatum.
Oh, that's like a true story. It actually looks kind of funny.
Yeah, so that's the one that everybody's been talking about. That's the one that's kind of gotten the most.
Oh, the Good Fortune one is the one with Keanu Reeves and what's his name? The dude, Aziz Ansari.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I bet that's pretty funny.
It's like he's an angel, like Travolta played at some point.
Okay. I bet that's pretty funny. Yeah. I think the only one of those movies I would go watch in the theater is the DiCaprio movie. But now I feel like it's been 4 weeks. Like I'll just wait till it streams.
Yeah, the review. I think that's a movie I could see at home and not miss much. But Tron, if you're going to see it, you probably need to see it.
I don't care about Tron.
Me either. I didn't like it when the first time
Tron.
it came out.
I know you're a nerd.
Yeah, I love
But when did it come out first? In like 81?
Yeah, and I watched it over and over again.
I don't like movies about space and computers.
That was when
Boring.
we didn't know what computers were, and we actually believed that when you typed in a command, a little motorcycle drove through your computer.
Yeah,
I got the stuff he needed and came back.
Never knew that was a thing.
I thought that's how that worked.
Never knew that was a thing. Yeah. So, yeah, Tron, not for me. I'm out on Tron altogether. All right. I'm in on the daily lines. We will do that next. It'll wrap up our show. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
Michael Carlos from The Current posted on Twitter citing UT San Antonio Center for Public Opinion Outreach.
Yes.
Folks in favor of the new arena, 40%. Those opposed, 46%. Undecided, 14%.
Look, polls can be wrong. They can be all over the place. That is a poll. I'm just saying it's a poll.
It is
it's
a
not
poll.
as scientific as maybe our polls that we do on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, but it is a poll.
No, our polls are the best.
No, of course they are.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Another episode brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but Prize Picks, well, I'll tell you what, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season. As the basketball season begins, Prize Picks is here for you. And whether you're a football fan, a basketball fan, or any kind of sports fan, there's always the games to be played. Prize Picks is the best way to win cash if you're a Spurs fan. More than Victor all the time. Heck, it only takes about 60 seconds to make your picks, and you can turn those picks into cash. It feels so good being right. I told you about Wemby. Dak's on an MVP kind of run. I like the more thans with Dax all season long. On Prize Pick, how you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, choose the Flex Pay, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. And if you want the biggest payouts, go for the Power Play. Up to 2,000x, no matter your play. Prize Picks is a great way to put your takes to the test. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code ALAMO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's ALAMO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Energy slipping away, losing your edge? Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center offer a quick free T test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting at trtmvp.com.
George gets justice. You've heard the national lawyer ads. Same story, different name. But when you've been through something traumatic in San Antonio, you need a local team who fights for real results. That's why so many get George at George Salinas Injury Lawyers. George is from here, listens to people, and fights to help them get their maximum compensation. Call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. Getgeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiter's experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I just heard this during the break for the first time. This sucks.
No, it doesn't suck. This is 40-year-old music, but they were huge, man.
Oh, yeah, this was at every dance, every school dance. Yeah.
Different time. But this is a jazz trio that kind of went pop. He was always been
listen
kind
to
of
this lyric. Strangled by the wishes of Pater, open for the arms of Mater. Pater and Mater. What are we even talking about?
Toe Mater from Cars.
We mock what we don't understand.
Holding on.
Yeah, this is outside my range.
Blue-Eyed Soul back in the day.
I know a lot of music. This somehow has escaped my life. I don't know.
It was before you were born, brother.
I mean, I know a lot of music that was before I was born.
Yeah.
Well, you were not a child of the 80s.
David, who's, I'm guessing, an old person, says, by the way, Jim Thorpe was the first commissioner of the NFL. There isn't an athlete that has ever lived or ever will live that can touch Thorpe's accomplishments.
There's something to be said for that.
I get it.
But, there's like 25 people in sports back
Here's
then.
my question, David. Who was the best guy that Jim Thorpe ever competed against?
Well,
cricket sound.
Well, I mean, I can give you a little bit of history. Out of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, Olympian.
Listen, man,
they took his medals because of borrowed shoes.
Yeah, I'm not trying to disparage Jim Thorpe. Like he's clearly a legend, but there's got like Carl Lewis is incredible too. Carl Lewis did a lot of incredible things, but
there was, but for his day, what a random argument. How old are you? Who brings up Jim Thorpe?
130.
You'd have to be
130. A lot of people voting today. Prop A and B, I guess.
Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. I won't tell you how to vote, but go vote.
That's right. Do it.
Go
do
vote.
it. Do it.
Get the sticker. Be proud of it.
That's right. I thought we vote on Tuesdays.
This is absentee. This is early voting.
Okay.
We will close that up and have our Tuesday vote on November the 4th. But right now, we're early
Here's
voting.
something crazy. I'm not trying to. So my wife finally got approved to vote.
Good.
Okay.
My son got approved to vote.
You're still.
I'm on the list to get approved, but my wife's and son's. It says November 1st they will be eligible to vote.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Mine says November 8th.
Uh-oh. You can't vote in this election. Well, how random.
We registered the same day.
How random.
Right?
You are a registered voter. I don't know why you couldn't vote. No. You can vote. How can you not? You're registered. What? You can't vote in this election, but you're good enough to be No, you can vote. You're registered.
Yeah.
You're either registered or you're not. If not, bring lawsuit, man.
I am a veteran of the United States military.
I'm not kidding. You better be able to
show up in a ghillie suit.
I will.
I'm here to vote.
I will.
Now, I will warn people. They have said when you're going to vote, you're not allowed to show up in Spurs gear.
Oh.
Just like you're not allowed to show up in a MAGA hat, you can't wear Spurs gear. So
Right.
When you go vote, you can wear silver and black, but you can't wear a Spurs logo.
Can you dress as Spurs Jesus?
You can probably show up as Jesus.
Probably. Yeah.
But you can have no logo. You can show up in a toga as long as your ID matches you.
Just doesn't say.
And if you're
Spurs.
curious, Spurs Jesus does not look like that all the time.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
He looks entirely different. When you'd be standing next to him and would not know it.
That's too bad. How would I ever know it?
You'll never know it. You might have already met him.
Okay.
I'm
Maybe
not
so.
kidding. You might have already met him.
Hey, I want to ask something of the Brigade Bar. I want to know, is there so I went to do on Friday. I went and did a escape room with the family.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
And we were down.
Which one did you go to?
I think it's called the Great Escape.
I've never done it. I've always wanted to do it.
It's downtown, but on the crummy side of the highway. So there's I say the crummy side, like by the Alamo Dome, that side. There's also a haunted house thing going on there called the 13th Floor.
Legendary.
Is that the one? Is that the go-to?
Yeah. That's the one that's been here forever. Yeah.
Okay, 'cause I was gonna ask. I want to go to a haunted house with the kids, but I want to know what the best one
That's the
is.
one.
Okay,
Yeah. They've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, there's usually about 2 or 3 heart attacks a
Yeah,
year.
and then,
they're really
Nice.
good. They're really good.
I mean, it's not. I like them. It's fun. It's as good as you can get.
We did the escape room, and it was a zombie themed escape, so it was supposed to be kind of scary. And after we were done, the guy who ran the thing, he's dressed up like he's a scary guy. He was talking to my son. He's like, if you ever want seasonal work, he's like, just based on height alone,
Yeah, you're big and scary.
they will hire you to be a monster. Like,
when I used to drive,
which I don't know if that's a compliment.
Well, no, when
or
I
not.
used to drive riverboats, half the boat captains worked at the
haunted house.
They looked horrifying, so they were naturals.
There you go. Yeah, I was like, it wouldn't be bad seasonal work, son, if you want to get into
You
it.
like putting up a makeup and doing the cosplay kind of stuff.
Seems like a lot, but it's.
I'm afraid I'd get punched in the face.
That would be
Because
bothersome.
people jump out at me. My first reaction sometimes is a hit. I'm not kidding. You come and startle me from behind. I don't know who you are. I might punch you.
All right, let's wrap up the show the way we always do. Let's take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Game 7. Winner take all. Well, I guess not all, but winner. If they're the Mariners, they go to L.A. If it's the Blue Jays, the Dodgers come to them. But winner gets to play in the World Series on Friday. Loser goes home, hat in hand. Blue Jays haven't been to a World Series since 1992.
But they've been.
Mariners haven't been to a World Series since ever. The only team in Major League Baseball that has never been to a World Series.
Man, they're making diamonds today in Seattle. There's a bunch of some clinched up sphincters walking around the greater King County area today, man. What a miserable night that was last night.
My wife was so sad watching that game. But, hey, they're in it. They got a chance. George Kirby on the hill tonight. Plus 110. Shane Bieber for the Blue Jays. Minus 130. Total in that game. 7.5, which after last night, 7.5 feels like.
It does seem low.
Low. But, yeah, here's what I would do. If you're playing underdog, I would look at the starting pitchers, Kirby and Shane Bieber. I would look lower on their innings pitched or outs recorded, whatever it's going to be. The hook is it's going to be a real short leash tonight. Yeah. Let's just say that.
There's a lot of rest to be had. You can throw every pitcher you got.
There's a real short leash, and these managers panic in these situations. Oh, my God, we got a runner on base. We got to yank him. So that's my take is you're going to see some real short outings tonight. If you're not watching baseball, it means you're probably watching one of the football matches. The Tampa Bay Bucks are in Detroit. Detroit, a 6-point favorite. That's a big number, man. I bet Detroit early in the week at 4.5. 6 is
there's a lot of offense there. They're playing pretty well.
Total 53.5.
I like that actually better.
You like higher than that? Over that? Yeah, so that should be a good game there in Detroit. And then at 9 o'clock, we got the two separate games, 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock, which I'm sure Major League Baseball is like, really, guys?
Game 7.
One? You can't give us one?
Yeah.
Nope, they can't give you anything. Nobody breathes. Seattle, a 3-point favorite over the Texans. Total in that one, 41.5. I like Seattle, and I like the under.
Yeah, I was going to say, the Texans ain't good, but their defense is.
C.J. Stroud has struggled against Mike McDonald defenses. I think he struggles again, and I think it's a low-scoring, grimy win for the Seahawks. An early look at some of the lines next week. Dallas Cowboys coming off their big win, head to Denver. What's the line, Rob?
2.5 Denver. 3 Denver.
Broncos -3. Correct. Although it's a juice 3. So Cowboys, you can get +3 at even money right now, which means they'll probably be 3.5. So if you like the Cowboys, I'd wait a little while.
Yeah, and I do like the Cowboys, actually.
Then wait till you get on the other side of that 3, I think. That 3.5 would be very valuable. Other games, how about the Commanders at Kansas City? Keep in mind, there's a question mark now about Jaden Daniels.
There is. I am out on the Commanders until further notice.
Good.
And
I am too.
I don't think losing. Well, Jaden Daniels losing him hurts because whatever, but they're just not as good as I thought they were, and he is not either.
Chiefs are 11-point favorites. 10.5-point favorites.
I saw only highlights because of Red Zone, but they destroyed the Raiders. Just destruction.
Yeah. That was domination. How about this? New England Patriots hosting the Cleveland Browns.
I like the Patriots again.
6.5?
Yeah, man.
You like them by a touchdown?
I think that the Cleveland doesn't get to play in a monsoon against a team that refuses to acknowledge that there was a monsoon and kept trying to throw the football.
I'm going to go under 40.5 in that game.
Yeah.
That's going to be. I think that's going to be a first one to 14 might win that game. Drake May's been very good, but Cleveland's defense is still elite. And then Giants at the Eagles. What do you think?
Man, what are the Eagles? I don't know. Do we get that second half again?
Eagles 7-point favorites.
Probably, but I feel like the Giants are going to move the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be able to stop them, but they'll probably move the ball.
I feel like that loss, that could knock the wheels off of you.
It could.
It absolutely could. You lose a game like that, you could fall apart in a hurry.
You hope you've got two kids in Scattaboo and Jackson Dart that don't know what they don't know and just kind of get back to work, but you're right.
Last early line I'll test you on. Bengals hosting the Jets.
Ooh. I'll take Flacco. I'll take the Bengals in 4.
Bengals -6.
6.
Yep. You buying into the Jets?
No.
Comeback City, baby?
No. Well, you know what? It's kind of like when you get that first game without your coach bounce after he gets fired and everybody's kind of reinvigorated. Maybe they get that bounce without having to look at Justin Fields practice all week.
Falcons are 7.5-point favorites at home against the Dolphins.
Why?
Because they're playing the Dolphins.
I don't. No, it's not about the Dolphins. They should beat the Dolphins. But I have zero trust. 7.5, I'd give Falcons in 3 just because I think they're better. But what was that we saw this weekend?
This one might even be crazier. The Bears are at the Ravens. What's the line?
Well, the Bears have won 3 straight. Bears in 2.
Bears have won 4 straight.
4 straight. Bears in 2.
Bears +6.5.
No.
That's crazy,
No, that's
right?
nuts.
That is crazy.
That's absolute nuts. Because Lamar's going to play. And they've been sitting around, been told how bad they are for the last couple of weeks. If they just get a little bit healthier, I wouldn't want to play them.
What about the Bills at the Panthers?
I expect, after what I saw from the Panthers, the Bills to kind of wake up. They needed some time awake. I like Bills and Panthers. It's at Carolina?
At Carolina.
6.
6.5.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I'm Carolina, I'm afraid.
And then Minnesota's at the Chargers on Thursday. That's a 2.5-point Chargers. 2.5 points Chargers are favored, which basically means those teams are about even.
Yeah. As long as the Chargers never wear those yellow uniforms again,
I think that's
you get 1 point. Just
probably
for
the
not
best
doing that.
advice. Probably the best advice. We got a little hockey tonight. The Wild are at the Rangers. Rangers minus 135. Kraken are in Philly taking on the Flyers. Flyers minus 130. Buffalo's at Montreal. Montreal minus 150. The Jets at the Flames. Jets minus 155. And Carolina, the Hurricanes are at the Golden Knights. Golden Knights minus 115. Total in that one is 6.5. The Knights are scoring about 6 goals by themselves every night. So I think that's
Who's their leading scorer?
For
our daily fantasy
points
types.
wise is Jack Eichel.
Jack Eichel, okay.
Yeah, Jack Eichel's, but he leads the league in points scored. They have 3 of the top 10 point scorers in the league on their team. So
I will keep that in mind.
6.5 feels like light.
This is the last day with no NBA.
That's right. We'll have NBA to discuss coming up because the preseason, she gone.
So Friday will be the quadruple witching hour.
That's right.
We have all sports.
All 4 sports going at once.
Awesome.
No, there will be no NFL game on Friday.
No NFL?
Not
I
on
guess
Friday.
not.
We'll have to wait.
Maybe Saturday.
Maybe Saturday. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Blitz coming up at 2.
From the San Antonio Sports Stars Studios, sponsored by George Salinas Injury Lawyers. This is